Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
It knows it's not a person. Your camera knows
you're not a person.
The bottle.
Hi guys.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the the salad
Look
stream.
my nipples!
This is our cross-community talk show where we pick topics, usually over a few drinks, and spend the next few hours discussing, arguing. The salad blends it all together. So this case, we have our festive yearly roundup where we look at, reflect on the year, what's going to happen next. I've got my Swedish mulled wine called Glögg, some pepparkakor, some gingerbread. And before we begin and introduce the guests, as it's the festive period and many are enjoying the time with their friends and families, but others are experiencing the loneliest time of the year, especially during the global pandemic. So if you're feeling lonely and struggling at this time of year and cannot connect to friends or family, you are welcome to contact free of charge many support services that will offer a supporting ear. So the UK Hub of Hope will give you contacts in your local groups, as well as if you identify as LGBTQ+. The group called Switchboard can be contacted in the UK on 0300 300 0630, and it's open 10 to 10. And they also have a live web chat. So you are special, and watching and listening to us is very appreciated, and you are appreciated as well. I am your host, Professor Lettuce. I'm not actually a professor. I'm just not
Made
yet.
of lettuce.
No, just a lettuce. I'm a wizened waste of space, as I always say. But I love being a part of something bigger, and I'd like you to introduce our stream stars. So first, it's our Yuletime Pumpkin King, celebrating his 6 months of Twitch affiliate, Wee John Gaming. Say hello, Wee John, in the middle of a pizza.
Where the fuck is 6 months gone? For fuck's sake.
I can't believe it's only been 6 months when you ride around on that tiny fucking bike of yours.
Next we have our half bartender supreme, half professional Pokemon pack elf, and half biscuit, Trader Karkan. Hello. And then we have also our community festive goddess, the hardest of the core, blogger, reviewer, and generally the best, Shiny Cat.
How much did you pay him to say that?
Just food. Shut up.
There you go.
50 quid.
And also joining us is our outspoken bad Santa with amazing hair, Shiny Duck.
And those knees.
Bah humbug.
Those knees.
So, I think might as well start off with a few things, is that we're just a few general icebreakers to get us in the mood. So, what's everybody doing for Christmas? Anything special?
We're not really Christmas people in House Shiny. Today is actually more important to us because it's Yule today. So like we've done presents today and a bit drunk. But for Christmas in House Shiny, it's our first streaming Christmas. We're doing 21 hours of Jackbox over 3 days.
Holy hell! Oof.
Nice.
Yeah, there'll be a point where there'll be no questions or any drawing left to do. You're going to be all out.
All drunk.
Karkan, you doing anything special with the family, or?
Well, I mean, we here in Sweden we celebrate on the 24th instead of the 25th. So I have a day off on the 24th. Just gonna be at home with the family. We're not a big family, so it's just watching Donald Duck, eating food, opening presents. That's it.
Nice.
And then I'm working a 18 and plus hour shift on on Christmas Day. Hey!
That's-
Why? Do,
Yes,
what?
sir.
Sorry. Like cultural thing. That's really interesting. Why do you guys celebrate it on the 24th?
I have no idea.
I think it's a European thing, actually. I mean, they do that in they do it in Germany as well. Because when I stayed in Germany, it was all on the 24th. So I'm not sure if it's
Yeah.
more
But
of a Central European.
we celebrate all the eves, not the days, because it's the same thing with Midsummer Eve and
Oh.
Easter. So we got all the eves, and I mean, Eve's a girl who doesn't like girls.
John.
And I mean, we like cookies, so
There we go. I'm gonna celebrate 2 Christmases. So because I'm in Sweden, I've got a Christmas Eve. So we're gonna have a Christmas Eve dinner with at home, and then I'll have a Christmas Day dinner. So we've set up that we're opening half our presents on the Christmas Eve and half our presents on the Christmas Day. So we kind of split the two. I'll have to hold the wife back because you want to open everything on one day. It's like the curiosity is killing her because I've got them underneath the tree and she's like, "What is it? Tell me. I need to know."
dog crap. Just make twice the amount, but make half of them fake presents.
Ah,
Ooh, it's like Minesweeper.
I will definitely ask you if I want a divorce. So what should I do?
How to best get divorced. That's a theme for next year.
John, will you be traveling up north for your Christmas or New Year? Oh, you're on mute. I can't hear you.
What?
Oh, you're quiet.
Oh no, he's squeaky now. It's fine.
All right.
For the first time in 2 years, I'll be going up north to Haggis
Oh,
Aye.
You live in Haggistown. What?
Anything north of Northumbria.
It's just south of North Kilton.
You're just making up words now.
Make up places.
I'm
That's
not.
where
I'm
groundskeeper
not.
really
Actually,
came
Kilton
from.
is actually a place.
Kiltown. In my kilts. What the fuck?
I mean, there's nothing beats the Scottish Ceilidh. I have to admit. Very, very drunk up north in a
Oh,
Ceilidh.
that was a 9.2.
It's pizza
That was
fuel.
pizza.
John, what pizza are you having? What kind of pizza?
Pineapple?
It was
Ooh,
salami and cheese mini pizzas from Lidl. $1.79 for 12.
Oh God!
Oh.
There was
shit.
12.
God!
There was 12. There now
So how many are left?
Other than that, then the Pizza Hut my chat bought me.
Pizzas from Lidl. They're a stomach thing. Like,
I'm going
John,
to shit
You're
since
a
4 in the
sad man in
morning.
about an hour.
How
You're gonna be
many
a sad
pizzas
man in about an hour.
12 pizzas.
How many? Yeah, but how many are left?
None.
what?
That
He ate
bird
all of
like
them.
said the last of the yeah. I've got my crisps now.
Why didn't you put them on the pizza?
Well, Santa was going to fucking eat them. Look at that greedy bastard in the background.
Yeah. Is that Tim Allen?
I don't know. I just paid somebody randomly.
What is
Oh,
the
okay.
kitty doing?
He's looking at you.
Look at Kitty!
He's like,
What is
hey.
there's a cat.
Kitty
on-
stream!
He's
There's a
looking at
cat.
Kitty
Santa.
on-
Santa's looking at the
just-
kitty.
No, that's not a cat. That's a flirkin. That's a flirkin. Watch your eyes.
The fact is that everything is blurring except when it notices a cat. It decides that Discord decides it needs to see it.
Okay, don't lean on that. That's Mummy's. That's Mummy's thing that she doesn't want you crushing. He's sat on the thing you shouldn't crush.
Is there any sort of Swedish traditions that people have? Like, I mean, Sweden has quite a lot of them that I've got to follow religiously. Does anyone have any sort of family ones that you all do?
Avoiding my family.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
that. I'm in another
Every when I
country,
go
so
home.
I think. So.
Like the best Christmases I've ever had were since I was like 19 or 20, and I went, I don't have to come home. Fuck you. I make my own rules with blackjack and hookers. It's fine.
Mm.
All
I
day
like that
drinking and playing games. Like that is our Christmas.
It's a pretty good Christmas. It's normally how I
Yeah.
spend most of my Christmas day. Once I got the presents, it's just like, yes, go and play some games.
Get shit faced.
Not when I was a kid. But...
What kind of childhood did you have?
Pretty bad
FIFA.
one. But...
Deprived of food.
Hmm. We usually have like rice porridge in the morning, and
Rice pudding.
It's like a rice pudding. Yeah, it's very
I
strange.
don't know
It
if
comes in
it's
a
rice
sausage.
pudding porridge.
It's not really
Well,
a porridge. It's more like a British
It is.
pudding. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
very
It
close
is.
to rice
It is.
pudding.
How the fuck are you going to differentiate a pudding and porridge or gruel? Like it is grynsgröt. That's not a pudding.
It's not a porridge either.
It's not
It
really
is.
It's
porridge.
half-breed.
It is.
Half-breed.
Det är en gröt.
It's a half-breed.
I am
thing.
gröt.
It's when they both have sex and then that pops out and that's what you eat.
But we also take a Christmas bath in the jacuzzi.
It's pretty.
Together.
Because everyone in
family
Sweden
does.
has a jacuzzi just
Yeah.
kicking about for Christmas.
Just to put it in the fact that they have saunas and they have like outside jacuzzi baths.
Just
everywhere.
pop it in there.
It's just our friends that do that naked, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I could probably stream that.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
you
also-
pop
it's
up
also-
stream.
You can't show nipples.
Oh, he won't be showing nipples, trust me.
Well,
He'll be
I'm a
showing-
man. I can show my nipples.
No, you're not allowed. I'm working on Duck's aunt, who's got a timeshare that includes a jacuzzi, and I was like, hot tub stream, and then I did all the rule googling. I have to wear a swimsuit, and he at the very least has to wear pasties on his nipples, because nips are banned.
Which is weird, because they weren't in the 1990s series Baywatch. It was fine for David Hasselhoff to run down the beach in slow motion with his well-toned abs and his pecs and his nipples on display. Why can't I now, in 2020-ish, the time era where Cardi B can sing around her very damp vagina, why can't I show my nipples?
We John shock a face. Whap whap
Oh, no,
whap. Yeah.
I was in a
Yeah,
raid
that's
last week,
like it,
and we
and,
raided a guy, an artist guy,
cool.
who's doing VR art, and he was topless, and he showed his nipples in his.
I bet he got a strike though.
I don't know. I didn't stay around long enough because I was like,
FIFA.
Or did you though?
Yep.
or did I?
How many
Maybe I
bits
was-
did you give him? All the bits.
Dance for me.
His nipples were like about 3.5.
Was he painting with them?
No, it's VR. So he was using some. I didn't stay long. I was just like,
So?
maybe I could show my nips then.
Mm. How about you try it? We'll see what happens.
My chat is like, very damp vagina would be a better song than what?
True. The classical song, Very Damp Vagina.
It's moist, it's a little bit damp.
Make it Christmassy.
Jingle.
Got some tinsel on it.
Damp.
Pencil on it. Just have them swing.
Got wanker's cramp. I don't know.
Moist
One of those
vagina.
magical oranges used to get at church with a candle in it.
Stingle. Chris Dingle was the only reason to go to church in my tiny village.
Like the
Like,
cinnamon flaming candle, and you're holding this orange going, why has an orange got a candle in the top? What the fuck am I doing?
and it no, because it was a candle, and then it was cocktail sticks with dolly mixtures on, and a little bit of foil, so you didn't get the wax of the candle on your hand.
Why does it have dolly mixtures?
Mine had dolly mixtures on.
Okay,
That's
you-
why I kept going back to fucking
You went
church.
to a weird church.
Chinese
John
takeaway
looks
for
so
dinner.
traumatized.
I'm also looking at
We have
chat,
it-
and
we-
apparently Chinese takeaway for dinner is a new thing.
For
Alex.
What?
Christmas? For
What?
Christmas dinner?
No,
Chinese takeaway?
No. I used to do that Christmas Eve. My ex-husband and I would either do like picky foods before he listens to the fact I've got a million food allergies under the sun. Or we would get Chinese takeaway on Christmas Eve, but then we do like a proper like turkey and all the shit on Christmas Day. But yeah, no, Chinese Christmas Eve.
I used
But
to do that on Boxing
isn't-
Day. That was a
That's a
Boxing Day
Jewish.
for me.
Isn't that a Jewish tradition in America as well? That people in on Christmas Day get Chinese takeaway.
Hmm.
Doesn't.
I'm
How,
gonna
how
let my
much of a
parents know in
tradition
the
can that be for
years
the
I've
Jewish
not seen them, I've
community?
become Jewish.
That's. I mean, they're quite. They've got an ancient tradition. I don't think you can call it a Jewish tradition that they get Chinese food. They're like a really ancient religion that can't be.
5,000 years ago, our ancestors
And they went out for a Chinese takeaway.
He came in the
They crossed continents and met new people, and every year they came back with the takeaway. And then they took
Oh
our
my
children
Lord.
away as pay.
We apologise to anyone who's listening who is Jewish.
Or Chinese.
Or likes takeaways.
Do we though do the human rights thing right now?
Yes, we do not fully endorse any atrocities happening anywhere in the Middle East. So there we go. Just gonna stay that right there.
Or anywhere else.
Is anybody sort of an early or a last minute shopper? I mean, I was done like a week, 2 weeks ago. So, are you Karkan? Are you an early or a late?
Late shopper. I still have some gifts to buy, but also I texted my brother because usually we don't give each other gifts because it's always like, hey, a bottle of booze there or some beer there, and it's like, hey, I'd rather buy you that when we go out. And I texted him and was like, hey, we're doing the same thing as always, right? No gifts. And he's like, well, I kind of bought you something. And I was like, shit, fuck, now I have to buy something. I don't know what. And the thing is, he's vegan, and the only thing that he pretty much wants is vegan Baileys, but Systembolaget has stopped selling them. Our only liquor store has stopped selling them. I don't know what to buy.
I found I was desperately because we can't have milk in House Shiny. 3 years ago we discovered the joy of dairy-free Baileys, which
Days.
and what I managed to find this year. Someone in my chat, please buy it for me. It's on my Christmas wish list. I found vegan liqueur stuff that's basically Baileys. It's really good.
Because Bailey's stopped making the vegan one. That's actually not, you can't find it.
That's why. No,
Bailey's have stopped making it. Because they're assholes.
they made a red velvet one.
Christmas. That was a wonderful thing to have, was dairy-free Bailey's. It was like,
That was proper
I do
Christmas.
feel like I'm being treated. Thank you, Bailey's. And then they've taken it away. They gave it me for a few years, and now they've taken it away, and it's very disappointing.
No more vegan Baileys.
It's been a while since I've had Baileys. I just had some very messy nights though, just drinking everything that was put in front of me. So,
Oh, same.
oh dear. So it's like,
I was nearly so desperate to get drunk yesterday that I almost resorted to Jägermeister.
oh, that's desperate times.
Bro, Jägermeister, I
Yeah.
love it.
I love
I
Jägermeister.
fucking hate licorice. It's the devil's.
I like licorice too, but I love Jägermeister.
It's not that much licorice in Jägermeister though.
Mixture.
Horrible! It tastes like arse, and I know.
It's not Sambuca.
I'd rather have
I mean,
Sambuca.
Oh, Sambucas, please.
Sambuca is terrifying.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
But let us come by on Saturday and I'll fill you up on Baileys.
Mm.
Like in or out of work.
Everywhere.
Doesn't matter. He's
It's
gonna.
all over the place.
Well, they just put
Really
some new
excuse.
restrictions in Sweden now due to Omicron.
Sit down, lettuce. You can't dance.
You're not allowed to stand up. You can only.
Nope.
It's only sitting places now in bars and
Yeah,
it means
again.
no clubs basically.
So,
No
like,
dance clubs.
does everyone walk along, sort of scoot along the floor of their
Yeah, they
asses
all
like
got
a dog with
wheelchairs.
worms? Like,
just we've got Zimmer frames with wheels on them. Actually, that'd be really handy because they usually have city places to put your drinks in, little cages.
Mm,
Be able
nice.
to get around in easy enough.
Mm.
So now we've warmed up a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the year. Yay!
Oh,
So
fucking hell.
Oi,
let's talk
oi.
about. I mean, it's been a bit of an interesting one. I mean, I've started streaming this year. John started streaming this little at the end of the year. John, was it, or the beginning of
6
this year?
months ago,
About 6 months ago, maybe.
About June.
6 months affiliate, so about
Half
so
the
like
year.
June.
Yeah,
June unofficially.
it was
It was when this little bald man started popping up in my DMs on Discord, like, please help me. You look so pro. Like, no.
You look.
You're my one true stable thing for a stream goal. That's what I'll build my whole channel around.
No.
And here we are now with
Shiny yarn.
in the background, and your voice is my awful face.
Shiny pumpkin.
Wee Haunt me forever.
Even other people in other channels say it.
I know, and I've got an emote and everything.
it's definitely become a meme. So
I know, no. I was like, oh, I'll take the piss. It might stick. It fucking sticked. And then Renegade Tigger started streaming, and I was calling him the name that Matt calls him, and Matt was like, "Stop it! It will stick," which is Bobby Face.
Bobby Face.
And he was like,
Perfect.
he was like,
Perfect. Writing this
It's a very
down.
personal thing.
like, stop it, because it will stick like weed. Or
His secret name is Brian from film, because the thing is, you get a different name, because again, like Max is quite a common name. There are not many stuntmen called Brian. So obviously, if somebody shouts Brian across a large battlefield, Max's head will just shift up because he knows it's him. Hence, I'm Horse. Matt is a really common name. So obviously, there is not going to be more people than one called Horse. So Max is not Bobby, obviously, because that's a ridiculous name, but Brian, because he looks like a Brian when he was dressed up for Ironclad. Brian. When he had a really weird. He had a Lemmy goatee going on. It was very much Lemmy Kilmer.
this is before the mum said that she fancied
Shut
him.
up about Mum.
It's like every time I speak to Renegade Ticket, we always start off by calling each other names. So I totally understand Bobby Face, because I usually just go, "Hey, oh, fanny balls," or
Mama, monkey.
so just straight away he knows it's him.
Honestly, call him Brian, and he'll be like, "Damn you!"
Do you know the most annoying thing about that shitting Mama Monkey thing that you two invented this year? Is that when I was playing Sackboy's Big Adventure and I got to the third world, what's the main character called? Mama fucking Monkey!
I honestly thought I'd come up with it by myself.
I was so angry. Like, Max got like a 2-page tirade in Discord. I was so mad.
That was Aliens Fireteam Elite.
Because we
Again,
were
another
bored.
AAA title that was arsed.
Don't. Games this year have been so fucking
Sorry,
disappointing.
we'll get there,
I'm
we'll
jumping
get
the
there.
other. Sorry.
We'll get there, Ducky. We're gonna get to games because there's been some interesting ones. Good.
Oh,
and
there
bad on
has.
this road.
It's been a fucking weird year. But yes, sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, we'll get there. So, is anyone like John? Have you got any highlights from this year? Because I mean, it's been other than the affiliate. Now you've kind of really kicked off.
You crying like a baby and getting your graphics card was one of the most beautiful things I think I've seen.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
The amount of times we've made you cry. The fact that there's a gif of you mopping your eyes with a towel. You're like, it's a fucking hype train.
So in 6 months of affiliate, there's been 4 hype trains. So that's like 2/3 of my affiliates had 1 hype train a month. You bitch! No, for me, the highlight of the year was streaming. So.
Yeah.
Spent most of the pandemic studying people like Mad Vlad and Neebs Gaming and other streamers and going, yep, and then
I can do that.
then harassing Lettuce. And then going, how do I do that? And when he does this, how does that?
Oh no! I had a wee John moment the other week when I did my fucking mental health podcast, and I put it through Anchor, and it hadn't gone to Spotify, and there I am doing a U going to Lettuce. Hello, connect.
It's okay. You get just every time you do it, it eases, and then before you know it, you don't notice you're doing it.
Apple approved my shit show, so that's bad.
So. But yeah, streaming for me was the best thing of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been a great journey to watch and be a part of. I must admit, to see it grow and gather momentum and see these things, and you trying out new games and eventually needing less and less tech support, which has been lovely.
Don't count your chicken shit, baby.
It was the really flat, like, so you guys don't see this unless, like, today I didn't turn my fucking desktop sounds off and you heard us during the entire introduction screen. You'll occasionally get it when we're all together, and John will do something stupid and Lettuce is like, do you need me to remote in? And you're like, oh, the grown-up's taken over.
I've been with John's tech support for as long as I've known him, to be honest. So,
Oh, fuck up. You deserve a medal.
He has a lifetime contract.
it's yeah, I probably shouldn't have got really, really off my tits and signed it in blood. I guess that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Afraid so.
It's the mold wine that's done it.
You signed it in blood on my ass cheek, so it's legit.
I need to get more of that tasty mulled wine.
Man,
You were gonna say tasty
you
ass
you keep the goods off screen. Just calm down. Yes, I
Look
see
at that the
those.
knees. He's just
Look
rubbing
at
them as
that,
well.
Look
It's
at that.
terrible.
Look at that tease. Look at that Christmas
There's the
teaser.
highlights. Stream highlights of the year. Matt's knees.
I'm just waiting for
George's
chat to erupt.
elbows. Matt's
I'm a-
knees and George's elbows.
I'm so
I
happy
cannot
I managed
believe
to help get a hype train on.
my friend's elbows literally got a hype train and was like, "Yeah, I've made £17 during this hype train for fucking elbows." It was
Well,
it was fucking weirdo paying for it.
I mean, if people can hot tub and lick like fake ears and shit and get money, for God's sake, we can get money off real life appendages.
The fake ear thing.
Shut up.
I was gonna get cat
Oh.
fake
I'm
ear
going to say
licking thing.
next year I'm going to eBay chocolate ear molds and
Ooh.
No, we're actually House Shiny is getting one of those stupid ASMR twin ear mics.
Oh,
Because it doesn't. No. Because Duck's gonna have one ear and I'm gonna have the other, and we're gonna be like, like holding each other's hand and like, yeah.
you can hear them, and they come. It's stereophonic, right? So I'll come in each sound, will come in each separate. So you'll.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So it's like we're licking somebody's ear. One of us licking one ear, and one licking the other. Yeah.
Yep, like that.
It's so fucking weird. I don't understand.
also know somebody
can
with
do
a
it with
hot
two
tub,
mics.
so you know.
You can do it with any two mics though, because you can set in.
Oh no, I can
in
understand the
OBS.
technology. I don't understand why people listen to it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why
The
people watch
technology isn't what baffles me. It's literally like, what are you watching? She's asleep. She's been asleep for 2 hours. Why are you still watching it? She's still asleep.
Throwing bits, throw biddies. Sleep more. Sleep harder.
It was when
Nightmare.
I passed out drunk on stream, and my channel were trying to get the loudest sound alerts, and I made like 40 fucking quid from people trying to wake me up.
I remember seeing clips of you just passed out.
And I'm literally like,
What was? Have you got any highlights of the year, Kat, that you think
Jesus
that comes up?
fucking
Because it's
Christ.
been a bit of a year for you as well, I think.
Sorry.
meeting this bull dickhead.
Tropical murders, you can't say that. ASMR is very nice in trying to help you sleep.
No, it's been a mad year. So I was updating the website recently, and I put in, because I was feeling a bit extra, like a really professional looking timeline, and I was like, oh, the shit we've managed to achieve. So our first charity stream for Game Blast, we raised over 400 quid, and we've got Game Blast 22 coming up in like 50, 60 days or something stupid. Then we did like the entire month of May was dedicated to raising money for Blue Cross, the animal charity, and we raised a stupid amount of money. And then it's been the best year. I've decided to go on Patreon as well, because there's a lot of my friends who are like, "Dan Twitter, what the fuck are you doing?" So I've made Patreon. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And I was writing down all the shit that we've done in the last year, and it was just, it's crazy. I was a teacher for a decade, but this has been the year where I've done the most new stuff. I met the best new people. It's been just lovely. Like, I wouldn't know any of you lot without streaming. Or Bobby Face. But you know what I mean. Hi Max, love you.
And Cookie, I mean, you're starting to dip your toe into streaming now, right? So you're going to start looking into it, but you're sort of.
I just need to weed John around a bit.
So if you want to do that, that's not efficient at all. That could drive you insane also.
That's like never starting a stream on time. Don't fucking do it.
No, it's more like getting to know how to do it.
It's all right.
Still don't know what I'm doing.
I can tech support and help you.
Why? Stop doing this to yourself. You're your own worst enemy.
That's all right. I'm just there to help people to get started. You know, that's what I love doing. So it's getting people up and running and getting them help. And
It's a Kickstarter for streamers.
Can do. Tech support for streamers. Set them up the entire ecosystem. Oh dear, no.
Yeah.
My day job's good enough. I can have tech support on my day job.
Quit your day job.
So you're looking at maybe doing things like Pokemon cards and
so both like live openings of like real booster packs, but also the online game. Because right now, every time you open up a Pokemon booster pack, you get these code cards for. So it's there's like a QR code and like text code, and you punch that in, you get a digital booster as well with cards. So and then you can just play the game with friends or like random people online.
So a bit ASMR-y, because then you get all the sounds of the game when you open up a loot box, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But since I've opened a lot of fucking boosters, both last year and this year, I have a lot of unopened online booster packs. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward in that. And then probably some 7 Days to Die, some Battlefield, a lot of survival games probably.
Yep. So being able to actually stream on your own channel the shenanigans that we have on our community servers and things like that as well. That'll be fun.
Shenanigans.
I think from my side, I think it's just been. You see, I never have had. My goal is always just to enable others to have a good time, grow and help their channels, these sort of things. That's always been my goal, and I think.
Are you saying you're an enabler?
I'm an enabler. Yeah, first one's free.
Yeah. Ooh.
Get them hooked.
Yeah, imagine that with John. You'd be broke.
But I've just enjoyed being a part of the community, and I just want to help it keep growing, and that's going to be what I'm looking forward to the most. Is just sort of building on this. Of course, I don't enjoy the amount of tech support, but that's going to go, I'm sure, because WeJohn is now seeming to be. I don't think I've only done it once in a month. I think.
False sense of security.
It bothers me now.
I've got a list of new things I'm going to try. And
has there been any challenges for anybody this year though? So things that have been disappointing, or things that you've just tried and it didn't work out.
In my naivety, back in sort of March time, I joined like a stream team community thing, and oh fuck me, it was the biggest toxicist waste of time, and Ducky and I had some serious arguments about it because I was living and breathing it, and he was like, "It's not to do with your channel growth." So that was an interesting mistake to make really early on, and obviously leave behind. But God, Twitch itself is really weird. It's either you meet absolute brilliant people, or there's this occasional time you will find like a little cesspit of like toxicity or whatever, and it's just about recognizing really really fast when it's time to move on. But Christ, I've made some mistakes this year. Some of the biggest mistakes I've made this year have been how much I've streamed versus how much time I've given Duck. Like
work life.
Completely work life. It's been mad, and the fact that Duck got affiliate in a week was amazing. But now it's like we both stream. We need to make more time for each other. Like it's really, you know what I mean? Like streaming it's really easy to let streaming take over your life.
I mean, Ducky, you've started streaming now properly as well.
Yes.
So
I wouldn't say necessarily properly yet. I would say I'm streaming around Cat because I don't see myself as the primary streamer. So I kind of look ahead, see if she's not streaming, and then I can dive on stream. But I won't conflict with any streaming she's doing. So I think that's quite stupid if you're both living in the same house and attempting to compete effectively with each other. We play the same kind of games, so it would be ludicrous me streaming Dead by Daylight while she's streaming Dead by Daylight, and it's like that just seems like splitting your audience down the middle, really. So but yeah, I stream more in the day because I'm more functional in the day. I mean, my literal day starts with I can't start my day without a video game. My brain won't start working. Coffee, video game is my go-to. So it stands to reason I then start going like, as long as I just ditch the dressing gown, coffee, video game, and stream, and actually go. I've not had a coffee yet, but let's go and stream this. And actually, that has been some fun games where people can actually watch me waking up and actually watch my games improve. So that's been nice.
So that's an interesting. I mean, ultimately, you guys are in a unique position where, yeah, you enjoy the same content. Effectively, you have the same sort of likes and dislikes. So would that be a main challenge then for you, Ducky? Is then trying to find your own niche, for your own audience, or are you happy with what the way you got it?
I found the incredibly tiny niche on Twitch that is the tarot community, because I've been a witch for many years and I've been a tarot reader for 15. So the fact I can just look into the tarot community, and there's a lot of people on there who've been reading tarot for maybe the 2 months of the 2 years pandemic, and they're going, no, I used to do this full time. I used to read tarot all over the place. So actually tapping into that has been nice. I've done one of those so far. And it went down really well. But I would never normally do remote tarot readings, but I spoke to my deck and it seemed quite happy about it, given the chance of reading to people at the moment is not happening. But I don't know, because the games we play tend to be very much interlinked.
Although that said, though, like for something like Dead by Daylight, you are killer, I am survivor.
Yes.
Like very much so. So we all play different sides of the same game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to when whenever the fuck GTA 6 comes out, or next year, Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Borderlands. If we were streaming when Borderlands 3 came out, that would have been great, because I played that game.
We broke the game in like 2 days.
Yeah, I broke that game very quickly. I love Borderlands. I do like the premise that it's a very much tongue-in-cheek co-op rather than everyone versus shooter. And when Borderlands 3 came out, that was a great game. Actually, I honestly can tell you, I think that's the last AAA title I think that was worth the money. But you're going back to the fact AAA games are bad.
Hold on,
but that's
hold on.
the last time I actually felt I got my money's worth from a game. When I paid full price for a game, I honestly think that's the last game I think was worth the money.
Last year, it wasn't even this year. But
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know how to split me and Kat's streamage focus really, but yeah.
Yeah, because we've got such a small house as well. So like, well, you can see like Matt is literally on the sofa. I'm literally sat at my computer. If I can't be asked to do it because I've set it up and it's all perfect. But if I was to pan the camera around that way, you would see Matt set up on the desk in front of his TV. Like, it's not feasible for us to stream at the same time. It's just not. But it's great because I sleep.
Sorry, I'm eating a pepperkaka here.
Ooh,
Gingerbread.
what's that? Ooh.
Swedish gingerbread biscuits. Tasty.
Peppercock.
I dunk them in my tea all the
seems
time.
to be really struggling with his one cookie right there.
It's one cookie. John, have you had any real challenges? I mean, it's sort of really, you've had some very interesting conversations with me over the last year. So is there any sort of problems or challenges you face in just this general streaming?
Technology.
Well.
what to use? How does it all work? And then when you get into it, you're like, oh shit, I need this, and you need it. And mods, you need modded. They're good.
Yep.
Oh god, yeah. Can we just have like a minute of thanks for people like Rosie and
all
Jim
our mods
and Athena and Storm and DC Pesses and all the fucking cracking mods that we've got, which make it a lot less stressful.
To the mods.
Yeah, to the mods, drink
to
up.
The mods!
To the mods.
Huzzah!
So you deserve this as well.
Poor bastard. We love you.
Why do you put up with our shit?
I still don't know half of what they do. I'm such a technophobe. They come on, they fix my channel, I didn't even know there were things lurking there.
Okay.
They're gone. It's great.
That's it. No, that's been the biggest fucking streaming challenge of the year, was when Matt went, I'm gonna too. I made his fucking overlays. I set up all this shit. Like, I now literally run 2 fucking Twitch channels. It's a pain in the arse.
I'm used to people dressing me, so you know.
And I think there needs to be also another shout out to A Design. He wasn't able to take part today, But I think definitely a shout out to A-Design for the work he did for overlays and videos and promotion
A-Design.
work and stuff like
It is
that as well.
Woo!
But, thank you very
even
much.
if he is
for all
terrible about blood.
Get another bad game. No.
Yeah, well,
I think what I want to say to other people is because I get quite a few people saying it to me. They're like, "So how involving is it?" I'm like, "It's not just playing games with your mates."
No.
I'm sorry. If you're thinking that, then you're grossly mistaken.
It's so all-consuming.
It's very consuming, and Kat can do it full time, which is hats off to her. But yeah, that's a lot on the go, and it's very tough.
Oh, I
Say
hit
that.
burnout. Jesus Christ, burnout's real. Like,
oh yeah.
because if you're not streaming, then you're obsessing over why your last stream stats were in the fucking floor, or you're doing something else, like on the website or something. Something else.
Going back to when you were in the stream team, though, that's when I had a problem with it. So I was like, I don't mind fucking doing the whole the whole housewife thing, but actually, when I'm doing it and all you're doing is sorting other people out, that's where I hit a brick wall and was like, not happy now. But it does take so much time. It is a very time-consuming entity.
Out of all the challenges
yeah.
our relationship has been through in the last 4 years, that was a 7.2. Streaming has probably been the biggest stress that we've ever been through as a couple, I think.
Not streaming, it was you being in the stream team.
There you go.
Actually. Of how much extra time you had to invest in what wasn't helping you. That's what made me go nuts. And I was like, you'd got no time for me, and you were constantly on your phone.
On my laptop.
Or your laptop.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're supposed to be playing Dungeons & Dragons, and you're fucking around in the stream team, because you literally aren't allowed to have
A day
any
off.
time off.
No.
And I'm like, we're supposed to be playing Dungeons & Dragons, it's the one thing we do a week. Fuck you doing? And I got very shirty. Yeah.
There you go.
So there we go. So for me, it's I've not really had any challenges other than the fact trying to stop John promoting my channel because I don't want affiliate. I think that's been my challenge. It's like, stop promoting
You
me.
don't have to fill out the paperwork. You can get it without
I don't know. It's just, and also, there's no way I'll get affiliate unless I get the viewers up to 3? Is that the minimum? I think.
Average.
Which means I have
It's
to
the
then
magic number.
actually do a lot of streaming, and my actual work life and family life take far more priority for me. As much
There's
as I
also
would
how much
probably
time
enjoy
stream
it.
as well is a factor as well, but it's not a big deal because people want to do it. But if that's not, so you're not going to get it. But one day I'll get you.
Well, like literally, Matt got affiliate in 7 days because he streamed like 3 hours a day for 7 days.
Yeah.
And it.
I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I can't do it as much as I also not entirely sure what my niche would be. You know, so because I'm not a Dead by Daylight fan. You know, I don't play those sort of games, so I can't really.
Salad tasting.
Salad tasting.
No
Yeah, I could just make
niche.
loads of salads and just eat them.
What is your game? What is your preference game?
You say I play a lot of first-person shooters, but I'm not
Great,
to the point.
they're there. There
But
are
yeah,
plenty of niche
But
there.
let's say the competition in that specific field is ridiculous. It's just like
Do you want to
As it is
compete?
as it is in DBD, I'd say.
Or
The thing is, it's
you
being
could
good
just
at it.
lean into what this one does and just be bad at every game you play.
Hey, if I get good, if I show how good I am at certain games, people won't watch. I'm just
You
saying.
see, that's the funny thing is John is really good. He's probably one of the best strategy gamers I have ever seen.
That's why I don't stream strategy games.
No, I honestly, to God, I have never seen anybody that.
What game?
So any of the sort of 4G sort of strategy games, space games, just awesome. He
You're
was
talking like Shib and
Age
stuff.
of
This is
Empires.
what you
he
get.
just destroys in Age of Empires. He, ultimately, or the mods that are around that.
Chat,
honest to
we've
God,
chatted about Squid for
ridiculous.
How
40
is his
minutes
strategy in
obviously.
Worms like that of a lemon? I don't get it.
He doesn't see it as a strategy game, though. He doesn't
It's
see
not
it
a
that way.
strategy game. It's not a strategy game.
You're getting this because you're promoting his channel, so that's why he's promoting your strategy game channel.
This is how it's run.
Yeah.
So so Risk right now is free on Steam community. Go fucking get it. Because as much as I love Worms, I can't play it every week. And I want a night of Goose Duck and I want a night of Risk. And if you're telling me that John are some sort of fucking ninja at strat games, I'm sorry. No, Al Shiny is going to destroy him.
What?
It's
Oh,
Risk, man.
challenge!
It's fucking Risk.
Oh,
Do
it's
it.
honestly,
I think
if he knows.
let's just say
I'm
I'm like,
so
like
good at
Rain
Risk.
Man.
He's a bit Rain Man like. I mean, he disappears.
No!
Like he'll get into a strategy game. This honestly has happened. He would disappear. We used to stay in a flat together, and he used to just disappear, and then he would just come back like after a week of I hadn't seen him all week, and he'd been playing a specific strategy game solid. And you wouldn't see him, and then suddenly it's like,
by Aliens. It was a cover. I was literally
just
kidnapped
gone.
by Aliens and probed.
He was in the crapper reading the gamer guides for the game.
Yep, getting the Game Genie on the go or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to play Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion? I'm just saying.
No.
I've got Captain Naboo in my chat going. I want in on this risk chat.
Captain Naboo is in your chat.
He's in everyone's chat. He's on mine as well.
He's not. I don't know.
Have a chat.
That's broken my hair clip.
Oh no.
It's worse. What the fuck?
That's you.
You know the toys.
So let's move on to games because it was a topic. So let's start off with the good. The highlights of the year for games.
So the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
We're talking about new games or games we've never played before this year.
Just games this year that you either really enjoyed. I mean, it's about highlights. So either something new that you really thought was actually quite good.
We're
Something
talking
you
about
actually picked
positives
up.
first.
I reviewed a game so harshly this year on my website that the artist had a fucking go at me.
Oh no!
Very offensive.
So I said this game goes to die because it was shit. A fucking artist came and had a go. But no, surprisingly brilliant games like Jackbox Party Pack 8, obviously hands down fine.
That's not surprising. Though.
However, Cow Milking Simulator.
That was great. And what's
Sorry.
sad is
Cow Milking Simulator.
So you're a cow, and your defensive weapon is the power of poo.
you have to eat grass.
And you have to eat grass and then get milked.
Close to the milking thing, which then will attach onto your udders and relieve you of the milk and fill up the milk meter. And the more grass you eat, of course, your poo meter goes up, which you can then use to defend yourself with. It shouldn't be as good as it is, and of course, as you get later in levels, it introduces the bull mechanic. You're running around the field. If the bull gets hold of you, it bonks you for a certain amount of time, which stops you eating grass.
You're like, pretty cow.
How these games? I mean, there's like Goat Simulator now. There's all these sort
No.
of silly games
Fuck
like that.
Goat Simulator. Cow Milking Simulator is where it's at. So I've got Goat Simulator.
Jinx does rock a good power wash simulator thing.
Oh God, doesn't.
Yeah. That is ASMR though. It's just people with shh.
Oh, I couldn't. I had that on in the background, and it was constantly making me angry.
She does it well.
I was like, "You've missed a bit." It's like, "Fuck off," and I'm like, "No, you've missed a bit though."
Naboo, goats. Shut up with Goat Simulator, Naboo. Shut up. No.
What other games were good? Actually,
Serious games.
about it. Aliens Fighting Elite. We liked the first hour until too many aliens spawned, and then it became a laggy, unplayable piece of shit. Back for Blood was boring. Deathloop ended up being quite boring. Like all these AAA games that were supposed to wow us, actually, we've had the most joy and laughter from random indie games.
Yeah.
Or just
I will actually say
rehashing
that
games
too.
we've been playing for years.
Game beasts.
Oh no, think of the little bunny game that came out of Brazil.
Yeah.
That was a great night. Or the pumpkin game. Like, again, indie dev games under a $5 that were just really solid and work out the gate. And you think about the cost to enjoyment factor kind of ratio, and you're like, why am I paying 60 quid for a AAA game? It doesn't fucking work properly. Maneater. I know that was a game from last year, but we got Game Pass this year. But fuck me, Maneater was so
Really good.
good.
Really good.
Game I've enjoyed this year.
That was the most chat excitement with a short demo for me. I need to get back into
It
that.
was such a good game. We completed it in a week.
Shout out to Game Pass because it's awesome.
Mhm,
Absolutely awesome.
It was Back for Blood that made us get the Game Pass because we were so angry for spending 60 quid on what turned out to be a pile of shit.
Yeah, that's what it was on PlayStation. It was 60 fucking quid.
Yep.
Crap.
We have not finished it.
and
That's
you know-
so rare for us to not finish a game we spent that much money on.
of my new niche for the game reviews is first play at release. I play it for an hour on stream. Thank you, love. And we were just, I literally, we played Back 4 Blood for an hour, and then I was so pissed off and angry about it, I reinstalled Left 4 Dead because Matt had never played Left 4 Dead, so I reinstalled Left 4 Dead, handed it to Matt. He was like, "It's the same game."
Well, the problem with Back 4 Blood on the console,
It's
they have not
13 years old.
They haven't mapped the controls to console accurately enough. I mean, it's not like me and Kat can't play shooters. We couldn't hit anything for shit. And I'm like, on Destiny, everything is a headshot. And like, why is this game not mapping to console very well? It was very lazy mapping to console, and I was annoyed at that. And no matter how I changed my settings, it still was shit for me trying to shoot anything in the head.
Yeah,
so I ended up just turning up to go like, I'll just use the melee
when we
weapon.
played shit like Division 2 and everything, Matt is like headshot king. I am spray and pray till I die, and I'm fine with that. Like, my favourite gun in Destiny 2 is Risk Runner, because it spray, pray, and electroshocks people. Like, it's the fucking best gun in the world. But Matt is just like, and Back 4 Blood, we just...
I couldn't hit anything for Toffee. Not even in the body. He's just swinging wildly for the side of zombies.
Hang on. New weapons. Oh, we've broken the game.
So literally, I was just like, why would I use a gun? I'll just keep hitting things with my axe. That's it. I've now got a hacky game, which ironically is what Deathloop turned into once you got the right upgrades. Deathloop, with the right upgrades, turned into Conan the Barbarian as I just waded into crowds of enemies with my axe going, fuck the guns, I heal off kills, good night, sweetheart. And it was just, it should never have been that game.
8.2.
Right, anybody else less angry than us?
That's bitterness. John, you must have had some surprises. You've been dipping your toes into lots of indie games and a few other things
OTs doesn't fucking count.
Fuck.
Doesn't count?
No!
What doesn't count?
OTs.
Boaties. I've not played Boaties for ages.
I haven't played
See,
Boaties for
the
ages,
game
but
I
it's an
enjoyed
older game.
watching of yours most was the Mummy game, though, because that was so fucking funny to watch. Because you're literally like, I'm a mummy! Tell anybody.
I know you're already gonna fucking kill me.
First time we played it, nobody knew what the fuck we were doing. We were like, what were we supposed to do? And
it was so good to watch.
Same thing with the other Ghost game.
Yeah, it was the Phasmophobia trend. I love that trend. That was a good thing for me. I love the whole. I've started doing like Wednesday solo random horror games. So some of the games I've done for that, like the Mortuary Assistant demo, was fucking horrifying. And just getting back to things like Ark, but because I've burnt out Lettuce and Cookie with Ark, I've had new people to burn out in Ark. So I'm reliving Ark.
Yeah, just burning people through Ark.
We're all reliving again, and it's nice to pop on. There's like 6 of us, and it's like nice having community. I love community server streams. That's my new favorite thing, because you don't know what people are getting up to, and it gets me back to like why I watch Neebs Gaming. There's shenanigans. It's all fun. It's all tongue in cheek.
I have loved our ones.
Lettuce, I have a confession to make. Now, you said, after the first time I touched your castle, that if it was in wood, full wood, I could cobblestone it. That's why I cobblestoned your left nipple. But when I logged in, when you logged out that one night, I saw the end of the chat, and you were annoyed that your left nipple was cobblestoned, and I apologize.
My nipples. Yeah, so anyway.
Anyway, there we go. Moving on.
We're going to stay in the positive part. That's like the things that are positive.
Fox Party Pack 8.
I just thought
was really good, but it takes too long to fucking play.
Yeah.
I don't know. I genuinely, outside of the indie spectrum of games, I don't have a lot of positive things to say about games this year. Because Mario Party phoned it in. Like, there was it was literally a rehash of all previous Mario Parties with no co-op mode. And as my first experience with Mario Party was the first one out on Switch, I felt a bit spoiled, and I was a bit like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? But no, genuinely, outside of indie games, I can't think of a single game where we've been like, woo, yeah, go.
I'm gonna
Chat said Grounded was good.
Grounded was fine.
Grounded is really nice.
Cookie is a survival games like aficionado as far as.
I mean, Valheim.
Valheim as well was pretty good. Bit slow and buggy at points.
Green Hell, I'm
Oh man, there's been a drop of more info. What's up for next year? Oh, I'm so excited about Green
I
Hell.
just think I stress
Oh,
anyone that plays with me in Green Hell too much. You see me.
John, you're gonna be able to tame pigs.
Why the hell do you want me to play Green Hell with you?
Play Green Hell with
I'm
me.
like your worst ex-wife ever.
Mhm.
Oh, God knows, like.
Mhm.
Why are the leeches? And where's my wood? And why is this?
John,
What's going on with this? Why is
John,
this guy throwing space at me? Where's my mushrooms gone? What's this alligator doing on my food? And I've just shit myself and I'm dead.
John, if you play Green Hell with me, I can wear those underpants.
Okay, I'm done.
Hey!
That's easy.
But shout out for Muck.
Mark,
I
You
love
love
that game.
Muck, yeah.
I love that game. It's a
Right.
shame it hasn't really updated much now.
What underpants?
Oh, you missed the pre-stream stuff.
Yeah.
He was going to wear that
Yeah.
before the cookie.
I told you were pretty earlier. Why don't I get the underpants?
That's locked behind the paywall.
Biddies. There we go. Sorted.
Biddies.
Underpants for biddies.
Yep.
Fair.
Actually, I've got a few shout outs like to the games I was actually really happy with this year. I mean, I really enjoyed Hades. Really, really good sort of dungeon crawler sort of. That's a really good shout out. The Ascent is amazing. Absolutely fantastic cyberpunk game. Fantastic. I've been impressed with Halo Infinite as a AAA game.
Yeah,
Really impressed
chat,
as a AAA.
Scottish Fox is saying how much he's loved Halo Infinite. So
Yeah,
fair enough.
absolutely fantastic. Probably, again, one of the few AAAs this year that have been good out the box. Didn't really need much work to it. And the multiplayer is really fun. So it's gone back to the Halo times. I will make a shout out to, this is a controversial one because now it's had some updates. It's really playable. Cyberpunk 20 is actually, I really enjoy it. And that is controversial. But other than that, it's games other than that, it's been Forewarned with Wee John. It's been sort of Worms has been absolutely fantastic fun.
Not when you get a fucking car, it's not.
It's funny that there's like, as soon as there's a car on the field, it's like,
The amount of times I've now jumped into the car and just driven off the fucking map, like you're not getting the fucking car. I'd rather die.
It's upsetting. It hurts me to my soul.
Sorry, the reason we were pulling a face is behind the microphone's not picking this up, but our cat behind us is asleep and he's like, "Ah." And he's like legit.
He's had his little fit, and
There
now
you go.
he's just longed.
Set up a third channel, just cat snoring.
Cat snore.
Well, no, yeah, we
Shiny cat snore.
Got Chucky Cam now.
Yeah, we do have a Chucky Cam.
Yeah.
I'll just say on that front, Boris, since affiliate, he's got Nugget Cam, and people pay biddies to get Nugget on cam instead of his ugly mug.
What's a
Sorry,
nugget?
Boris, I know it's his dog.
Doggy.
Oh,
Oh, what dog is it?
You'll have to watch his next stream.
Uh-huh.
Pay some biddies. Hey,
Ooh, promotion.
Boris, you
There
did
we
first
go.
Hey,
you
to see
dirty
them.
bitch.
no, there was a channel that I went into,
channel
and they
points,
were
I
like,
apologise,
if you cheer X amount, I give my cat a treat. Can you
Oh, that
imagine how
cat's gonna be
fat-
so fat.
Yeah, no, I was
He
gonna
does
say,
that too,
can
he
you
does that
imagine how
too.
fat Chucky would be?
It's channel
His-
points.
The game
So, yes,
I've
channel-
laughed
channel
the
points
most
for
of this year was playing Gang Beasts with.
Oh,
Watching you
Fucking-
Muppets play that, oh my
Oh,
Gang
I have
Beasts.
never laughed so much. Just decking
oh
myself.
my lord!
Burger
It is the wackiest game
Hat.
ever.
Burger hat.
fucking weird.
It is super weird.
So much fun. I mean, even having Corvus in as well, and just having Captain Naboo. You know, it's just been. It's just one of these ones that you can just pick up, and you know it's just going to be a laugh. It's just, no matter what happens, it's going to be fun. So that's definitely
No.
on the list.
You guys made it look hilarious. I was stupid enough to download it all by myself.
Oh no.
Hated it. I literally hated it. But I was like, watching you lot play it was hilarious because it was back when Wee John's graphic card was a fucking pile of shit as well. So I And it was trying to watch this game that was completely stupid with a bollocks graphic card. So it was like head
But
it.
you still
a bit.
watched.
Yeah, of course I did.
Pretty sure I still have genital jousting left to play with you guys.
Oh yeah,
Somebody
you-
made me download it.
Sorry, what?
yeah.
Indeed,
Captain
and you
Naboo
got
bought
us all
it for
genital
us.
jousting.
Yeah.
I just
What?
wasn't sure if that
It's
was.
a game where you play
Genital
penises that you've got to get into the other penis's balls. You've got to chase each other.
I don't know if is that something we can do on a live stream. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure you
That,
can get
is
away
that
with
against
it.
Twitch's terms of service?
I was thinking-
Old.
there's also a game I wanted to play this year called Bum Simulator, but due to certain
Oh,
ethical
yeah.
reasons,
Oh no, I found there was a sperm. Sorry about the microphone thing. I found that there was a sperm simulator game, and you have to try and swim up a lady's for JJ.
my god, that sounds
Not as easy as it
horror
seems,
game I
right?
could ever do.
It's a challenge.
You'd be like,
It's a bad
do some pass out like.
Why is my chat in capitals going genital jousting is a fucking great game? What's wrong with you deviants? What's wrong with you?
Let's play it. Let's do it.
It's so silly.
Why would you want to
Do it.
stab your member's head into the ball sack of another penis?
Oh,
You do it, John.
Sorry, this is awkward. Tropical Murders has gone into our server, and his truck I got him, I locked it.
No.
You on one of your Scooty Puff Junior stupid shit little bikes?
No, it's a 4x4.
We've
I know. I
upgraded.
custom built him a 4x4.
Oh,
and he's
yeah,
come in
cars.
to use it and it's locked.
Just wait until we get mods and it's gonna be Optimus Prime and all that shit.
Tropical, my darling, can you wait till I'll pop in after stream and unlock it for you, okay, baby?
So let's talk about the burning ones, the disappointments this year in games.
I mean, just leave it up to them.
Oh,
Disappointments. So I think we're not going to start with the shinies. I think we're gonna start with Cookie. Was there
Oh,
anything
my
that
lord.
disappointed you this year?
What have I played? Wow. I don't know. I don't think there's any like particular game that I've been like, oh shit, this was piece of crap game. No, I think I'm just gonna chime in on the other games. I think you guys are more up to date on what fucking games I've played. Sorry about that, but yeah.
John, is there any disappointments for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything?
Games.
Shut up. Which ones?
Fucking when did Aliens Fireteam merge into the Halos universe?
Hasn't that always been shit?
Oh, here's the flood. Oh,
calling them fucking bugs.
I was like, no, and then there's these things, and then that, and then there's an alien queen, but we don't fight her, we run away from her. Oh, that was the best thing. And no, fuck you, game. Back for Blood. No. Still trying, but
It's missing the mark,
Who
right?
are white, and for us, that's ludicrous.
it's
Yeah,
too much. It's maybe for modern people, but not for me. No,
It's just not fun.
it's just blah 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 blah. Old Left 4 Dead 2 is like, oh shit.
No, the thing is, I didn't fully enjoy Left 4 Dead 2. Like, Left 4 Dead
The original.
was an
yeah.
yeah. The OG was fucking great. It was really good. It was a brand new premise. No one had ever fucking done it. I remember playing it on the super duper hardest like difficulty, and my ex-husband going, "Do not shoot the fucking top." Bang! What? Sorry! Oh no, there's a horde. Like it was hilarious.
What we got?
Back for
Beholder.
Blood is just shit.
Beholder. That was something Rosie set my way. Beholder was amazing.
Sorry,
hand up.
my inner teacher, Cookie's got his hand up.
The only thing that I would give Back for Blood is attachments. That's the only thing I was lacking from Left 4 Dead, because I'm so sick and tired of the game that is the same fucking thing with the same freaking weapons all the single time. It's the same thing with Counter-Strike, all those... What's the engine even called?
Unreal.
Is it Unreal?
The Source
Yeah.
engine.
Okay. Yeah, but those games, I hate it.
Yeah, it's like
It's the
shotgun,
same thing.
pistol, Uzi.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, I've done those. Why should I play it again? It's not that fun.
Mm.
But attachments, that is the only thing I will give Back for Blood.
Yeah, I really enjoyed having a machete.
I would
Oh.
actually have to counter you that the attachments, you find yourself a red attachment, you find yourself a new sparkly purple gun. Can you take the red fucking stock off the gun? No!
Yeah.
It just replaces the fucking... It's glued
That is true.
on there like some fucking...
That is true.
I can't take my fucking...
That is true.
Scope off. I can't take my decent scope off. I'm like going, fuck, I've bought the fucking scope. I want to put it on the new gun.
like-
Why the fuck is it stuck
That
on
is
my
true.
Uzi?
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the inclusion of attachments, not how the attachment system works.
Yeah, sorry, that was
No, but I
hate it.
fully
hate
agree
that
with that. I
Yeah.
fully
Hence, I
agree with
stuck
that.
to melee weapons and didn't waste any of my money on any attachments or any guns. I stuck with my starting axe until I found a bigger axe and then a bigger axe, and that was it. It was a hack and slash game for me.
Oh,
Back to John, I think. 'Cause
I'm gonna say, and we only did it like maybe 2 early streams on, and I can't remember who exact. I know Naboo was with you, maybe you let us, but it was the Star Trek Bridge Crew thing.
I actually, that was
quite funny.
funny, but
That was
it could have been
heavily
more.
advertised on Facebook.
No,
Yeah.
not my one.
It's
Okay.
proper VR sort of Star Trek
Oh,
where
okay.
everyone's on the bridge and everyone's got a roll and none of us knew what we were doing and it's like, no, put the shields up. No, I don't know how to do that. It's like, move crew to repair the
That's
ship. I don't know how to do
amazing.
it.
That's
John, why have you put red alert on? I just fingers like.
Am I to put the shields
Were
up?
you
You
the
put red alert
captain,
on? I
John?
don't know.
I think we started with me captain.
You captain!
Immediately, I want to watch this stream.
I think Naboo was engineering.
I
I
was
think
Helen.
Lettuce was comms.
It was that
Yeah.
one
Someone
time
else
we
was
tried
security.
Dead by Daylight and I'm literally there screaming for an hour. You're a fucking liability. How are you a captain?
I want to watch
How?
this so much.
Because I've watched lots of Star Trek.
Make it so. How do I go to warp? I have no idea.
I had tea Earl Grey hot right next to me. Fucking done. Sorry.
I think I've been disappointed by the AAA games a lot this year. I mean, I'm playing Battlefield at the moment, and
How are
after
you
a couple of
finding it?
patches, it's now good.
Oh,
Yeah, but-
cool.
A lot of cheaters.
This is my massive fucking problem with modern day games. I think back to some of my favourite games on the Sega, on the Commodore, on the PS1, on the PS2 until they released the modem attachment thing. They worked out of the fucking box. No download, no patches, no updates.
So
Where-
I can
where
actually
do
sneakily
we-
reveal why, actually, just due to the
Okay.
nature of where I am. There's a prevailing factor in development now called agile. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this sort of methodology, right? It's getting pervasive everywhere, where the idea is that you push out as soon as possible.
And EA are fucking chronic for that.
That's it. It's just the idea is that you push things out as soon as possible, and then you do effectively what they call sprints after release to improve it based on feedback. So the first version of anything that's coming out of any big developer is going to be shit.
Yeah.
But that also means that they're not doing, which is what I wanted to do for the longest time. I've got fucking so many books on my bookshelf about it. I wanted to be a games tester. I wanted to be, you know, that
QA.
person that's... Yeah. I wanted to be... Because the thing is, I can look at someone's code. So when I taught computer science, I wasn't the best coder at the world, but I can look at your code and tell you what you've done wrong. Because I look for patterns and errors and whatever. It's the way my spectrum brain works. And I really wanted to do QA. And what it really feels like now is that they don't bother investing in QA anymore.
No, they don't. And in fact, Activision Blizzard fired from Raven Studio something in the region of 500 QA testers just before Christmas. Yeah.
Blizzard.
Activision Blizzard, nice. Not only are you getting in a lot, not treating women with respect, but you're also firing loads of people.
Not
Yeah.
get me started.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I do not I do not adhere to that at all, and it upsets me. And I have not played any. I have stopped playing Warzone. I have just stopped it, just on principle, and the fact that the recent Warzone updates have been shit.
No, but having as a female gamer, who the thing is, I'm a girl gamer. You know, you've got a lot of that type of diatribe bollocks. But women who are in the games industry are fucking hard as nails because it's such a sausage-dominated environment and everything else. That when you read the stories coming out of these big publishing houses, where it's basically frat boy sexism bullshit on steroids, it makes you really fucking mad. So actually, thank you. On behalf of all women everywhere, thank you for stopping to play a game that where the devs have been cunts. You know, like, no, I really appreciate that.
It's becoming a bit of a challenge, though, because it's even Paradox had an issue with discrimination as well, and they're one of the sort of big time strategies games that I quite enjoy come out of Paradox, and they own the IP for one of my favorite things. So they own White Wolf and the Vampire the Masquerade IP.
Oh shit!
So yeah, Paradox owned the IP for White Wolf. So everything that's produced for that sort of IP is licensed by Paradox.
Is that just interactive video games, or is that the
everything?
Role-play books as well?
They own everything.
No, because I've got a vampire fetish. You didn't need to know that. But like, no, that's one of the things I've.
We could tell you stories.
But I think we'll talk about in the board game RP one because
Yeah, but like. Thing. I was like, "Oh, that's a game I could get into." Not anymore. It's not.
But they've actually handled it really well. I mean, I keep track of it. I've actually got shares in Paradox, so I've actually got a horse in the race. So myself and we had shares in Activision and Blizzard as well. So that's why I'm really upset with Activision and Blizzard specifically, because the fact that we're watching our money tank because of their poor behavior.
Oh yeah.
As well as the production of their current games is just like crap.
I just say that makes you sound like the most adult one of us all.
I'm pretty adult. Sorry. Oh dear. But yeah. Anyway, Paradox.
I have to ask them, Battlefield-wise, the new Battlefield. I haven't enjoyed Battlefield since Battlefield 4. I'm hoping it feels more like Battlefield 4 because their World War One didn't feel like World War One. It felt like an odd game where everybody's got automatic weapons, but everything looks World War One-y.
I've played all the Battlefields, so it feels more like 3.5 than 4. Okay, cool. I like 3. So it's a lot along the lines of that. They have a new thing in there called where they basically you can design your own game modes, so you can pretty much create Battlefield 4 and it has 2 Battlefield 4 maps included in there to build your own sort of games.
So you're like, I haven't enjoyed a Battlefield since 4. I haven't enjoyed one since 2142.
And it's sort of in between 2142 and Battlefield 4 in some regards. That's why I'm saying it's like 3.5, because that's a little bit in the same region of 2142.
Battlefield was 2142 was my first ever foray into online FPSs, right? I'd never done one before. And bless him, my ex-husband had gone to work and was like, feel free to play this game I've got. His kill to death ratio was amazing. He had like a fuck ton of rewards medals. He comes home and I'm like, I've got a new 4 of these purple ones. You didn't have any before. He's like, what? Got a new 4 purple hearts. What? And I tanked his stats over the course of a fucking day. He was so mad. But I was like, you didn't have any, now you've got 4. Yay!
Hey.
But I know I love 2142. Eventually, when I learned the maps, it was really, really fun. But fuck me.
If you haven't invested in 2042, I would still give it another patch, because mainly because a lot of people's computers are not powerful enough to run the 128 player modes, because it's still not very optimal. That's be a RAM
issue, isn't it?
But they've added, it's mainly because it's very CPU based rather than graphics card based, so it's very based on in regards to how it does some things. So I would give it another patch before you dive in, because I'm happy with the state of it is now. because they've
Oh no, but then
balance
that's the whole
everything.
problem about FPS is you leave it long enough, you come in as a newbie, and you're fucked. Because
I don't
everyone
think so,
knows the
because
map's
all of the
better than
weapons
you.
are okay. From the starter weapons are all right, and the progression system isn't ridiculous like most EA games. And
No, 'cause, like,
there's no loot
because Call of
boxes that I can see.
Duty, like the year Duck and I got together, it was what fucking Call of Duty was that?
World War II.
So it's Call of Duty World War II. I got
Mm.
it on Christmas Day. I played it 12 hours a day for a week. I got really good. I have a break for a week. I'm fucked. Like, you just can't keep up.
Yeah.
But the idea, so if you're saying give Battlefield a little bit longer before you jump in, that's quite encouraging because I genuinely thought at the age of 34 I was done with online PvP FPS. I thought I was done.
Mm.
I'm
And
not
I think
that. You're not. Don't worry.
don't worry about it. So I'm happy with the state, especially with the portal mode where you could then go, okay, I want to play a 1942 classic World War II style game because they've got about 3 maps for 1942 in there. You can play. You could even do Bad Company 2. They've got 2 Bad Company 2 maps.
Oh, I loved Bad Company. That was such a cracking game. The fact that you blow up every fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like, everything. And I genuinely, I decided to be really extra and test this theory. It took me twice as long to complete the game as, it's supposed to. Because I was like, can I blow up this wall? Oh, I can. Can I blow up this wall? I can. I've blown up all 4 walls. Why is the roof not falling down? Like, it was...
No, but actually, no. In multiplayer, you could just shell a decent building to fuck, and it wouldn't be there for long. It was like, that's a great building if you got a sniper in, but I appear to have dropped an airstrike on it, and there's nothing left. Goodbye, building.
Game.
Yeah.
Actually, oh no, that brings me back to something that we've discussed before in How Shiny. PS3 for us was the best.
PS3. I didn't get much a chance of it. My flatmates hogged it.
Because it was so good.
I for my PS3, I've got nearly 200 games, and I still own them. Like,
You can blame
fucking
Max. Renegade Tigger. My friend
no!
Weasel, Colin, sitting in my room as I pass out on the bed from work. They're still playing on it.
No,
It wasn't your
genuinely,
bedroom.
for me,
It was their gaming room.
It's their gaming room, not my
PS3 for
bedroom.
me was the best pinnacle of gaming. Everything worked out the gate. There were so many new, innovative things, and everything since has been a bit meh.
I got my PS3 when Max was living with me.
Max again. Renegade Tigger.
I made my account on his Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I was like, I want one of these so I can shoot people with you. And I was really shit when I first played it, and I was like, I must practice on my own. So I went out and bought one, and yes. But yeah, Max has a lot to answer for.
Yeah, it's a lot to answer for. So I think we're going to move on from games into TV and films because it's been... or would you guys like a water break, a drink break before we move into films and TV?
We're good.
You all good?
I'm flying with booze, so...
And Cocktail Cookie is cocktailing up like hardcore.
No,
I've got a
I'm
I
drinking
stream
a
5
mesh.
hours without leaving anywhere.
What
so
is
don't
this
worry
you're
about it.
drinking?
This is umeshu,
Meshu.
Japanese plum wine. Umeshu.
Ooh.
So it's a bit like sake or...
Yeah, well, it's pretty much.
It's mead, lovely.
Hey, meat. Yeah, it's pretty much like Japanese meat.
I'm gonna hate it tomorrow though.
Oh,
Media
worst
has a
hangovers.
bitchy hangover, yeah.
First Easter together, this twat gives me 4 bottles of mead. The next day, I'm like crawling around the house going, want to die. Like, of all my years of drinking.
Birds in a pear tree.
But yeah, oh no. Did you say films on TV?
Let's do films first. Yeah, so surprising films from this year because there's been quite a few films.
Ooh, do you know what? Actually, I don't know how many of you would have seen this. Spencer with highlight Kirsten Stewart.
Yeah.
Really, really fucking good.
I don't know what
And,
this is. Sorry.
So Spencer, it covers one Christmas at Balmoral. Kirsten Stewart plays Diana, and it covers her bulimia, the weird family expectations, but she was fucking solid. Like, clearly there was some mental health stuff going on that was portrayed really well. It's a really solid little film. If you're not into the royal family, no fucking point watching it. But she's fantastic in it. And that kind of snuck up on me. I was like, oh, I'll watch it for shits and giggles. I was like, I'm riveted. And it was nearly 2 hours. And it was just one fucking weekend in Balmoral. And the whole, like, microcosm of the film, it was so well contained. Like, oh, it was really, really good. Pissed off that Top Gun has been pushed back again and again and again and again. Because it was supposed to come out last year. It didn't. It was supposed to come out this summer. It didn't. But no, Spencer was really, really surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. For me.
Have you got any highlight films, John? Other than Dune, because you've been watching that before you go to bed all the time.
I was about to say, I am the Shut Up Mips.
Shut up, Mips.
Matt watched Dune a few days ago, actually.
I'd say, if you like the 1984 film, they've basically just modernised it. It's not got a lot different.
The space scenes I thought were from an 80s film.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's perfect.
No, they've made it like they've copied the illustrations of the front of his book, and they've made the illustrations of the front of his books come to life. So I always had a soft spot for Dune because of Dune 2, the video game from '92. I always had a soft spot, and I was like, I really want to get into this genre because that game was great. It was like the precursor to Command and Conquer, so I always loved it, and so I got into that from that. But I loved the '84 film, but the new one, having watched it through, whilst it's brilliant, and it really is brilliant, it is selling the same shot per shot pretty much as in the other film. It just takes a lot longer to do it.
And it just tweaks things here and there. It's like, and I'm like, oh, and here we go. It's the whole weapon concealed in your bonus trick.
Yeah.
And then the whole revelation, we
take the gag off my mother, and they punch him, and you're like,
yeah. I was like, here we go.
That's my whole rant about current modern TV and film. It's reboot, rehash, remake, sequel.
Yeah. Well, this did it for me.
And
this did it really well.
I'm fucking done.
But the thing is, for the 1980s Dune, they did the whole thing in one film. This is part of it, which is, I think, the mistake of the 1980s film.
You think the 1980s film rushed it too far?
Yeah, there was too much. It was squeezed too. If they had time to expand it would have been amazing. I think it would have been really nice.
Yeah, because given the 1984 film, it's got about 20 minutes to go from where this film ends. Yeah. I was like, how are they going to make that into a new film?
He watched it. He woke me up and went, how have they made it into 2 films? He was so like, they literally only had 20 minutes. They could have just pushed on. I'm
waiting for Sting to turn up with his top off and have a fight in his pants, and then we're done. Credits. So that's kind of all I'm waiting for now.
It's just the next movie. It's just pants. Here we go.
The only thing I would say about it was I didn't see a Guild Navigator.
Yep.
No.
But I guess they want to see.
You shouldn't.
Well, I was for the 1980s. You were
vagina face worm.
It was like it kicked off. You had the whole Shaddam was like, oh shit, shit's hitting the fan. I've got this cunt arriving right now. Get my fucking poodles or fucking wherever they are out here. For God's sake, move, daughter, fuck off. Go here, right? Whatever you are, just go eavesdrop on him outside. No, you can't stay here because he just wants me. Generals, just keep an eye on her. And you, General, you've got a massive metal nose. And you, sir, have a gigantic face, which I don't think is real, but it is. Right. Enter the guild.
They have spaceships.
They hoover the floor. They keep hoovering the floor.
And none of them have any guns. Why are they only hand-to-hand now? Because they had guns.
They should have been.
Shield's technology has made guns. Because last weapon hits a shield, it's the equivalent of a thermonuclear explosion. So they can't have that. I've done a lot of reading.
Sorry, the other film that we really loved in How Shiny was the last James Bond film.
Yep, I was gonna bring that one up. I quite enjoyed the final Bond.
I have to say, it was seeing one of our literal HMS things because it was the real fucking thing, and they were like no spoilers, but like it the fact it was a literal fucking aircraft carrier.
The one British Navy can do.
Oh,
And then at the end of the film, thanks to HMS Dragon for using their missile strike that we can video. We're going, oh, we can level an island. Thank you for us telling the world quite how dangerous the British Navy still is.
The thing that really stuck out for me from that was the bad guy. He was so skin-crawlingly creepy. Now, the same actor has also done Freddie Mercury, and he was in
Mr. Robot.
Until Dawn.
Yes, Mr. Robot. Sorry, no, Mr. Robot was.
He was in Until Dawn.
Yeah, but you've not seen Mr. Robot.
I haven't seen Mr. Robot.
It's great.
And he's so good.
He's very good.
Like it was, and it was such a good film, and it was, you know, like there's this line that gets crossed that you can't come back from. Again, I don't think that's a spoilery comment, but it was. They're gonna have to leave it a few years before they try and reboot James Bond, in our opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like that was lovely, and if that ends up being the last James Bond film ever made, well, they've gone out on a fucking high. But Rami Malek is just incredible.
Cookie. So, have you got any films that you thought were great this year?
Well, it's kind of the same with gaming. I'm so fucking bad at remembering, but I thoroughly enjoyed Jungle Cruise on Disney Plus.
Jungle Cruise was so fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It was the Dwayne Johnson dad jokes and like we had literally the week before we watched Jungle Cruise, we had watched oh shit, what's his name? The stand-up comedian guy. Who was it?
Whitehall.
Jack Whitehall. So we'd watched one of his stand-ups, and he had a bitch fit in his stand-up about the fact he went to school with Twilight. What's his face? Robert
Taylor Lautner or Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. So he'd had a rant in his stand-up about that, and then we were watching Jungle Cruise, and I was like, Jack Whitehall would be great for that. Jack Whitehall. But it was such it was a lovely, and
Yeah.
it was back to the old sort of like 90-minute perfect encapsulated film thing.
It was back to Pirates 1, actually, was the joy of it. It was back to Pirates of the Caribbean and the Black Pearl 1 before they put in too much bullshit and ruined it with trying to bake too hard. I really enjoyed Jungle Cruise. I thought it was spot on. It didn't try too hard. It was just a really nice film.
Can't get a sequel out of it, which is fucking brilliant.
You say that, but I bet Disney tried to bring one.
It happens. New IP is just milked for every sequel you can. So
there is a possibility.
I've just realised I want to mention, but I don't know.
Go for it. Fire in.
Got so many mixed feelings with me right now. Ghostbusters.
I haven't seen it.
Which one? The Afterlife.
Yeah. So we can't talk about it if no one's seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
We can talk about it. We can't talk about it.
Have you guys seen the South Park for this year?
No.
Film? Has there been a film?
No. What?
Technically, yes. It is technically the second film that they've done. It's called South Park. Sorry, I'm looking at it on my phone. Post-COVID. Because South Park is... Yeah, and CBS South Park, whatever it is that it was on, has now been bought up by one of those, you know, like subscription pay-per-month American services. And
Paramount
they've been
Plus
like...
Or...
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they now have to come out with the feature-length episodes. It was really fucking good because it's South Park. The quality is great, but it was also a bit like, how long do we have to wait till the next one? Like, that's not fair. You can't leave us on this cliffhanger, you fucks. But no, sorry, I'm literally actually a couple of the other films for me, animated DC films this year have been amazing. Injustice was fantastic. Watching Superman lose his fucking shit and destroy the world, it was so good.
That is something
really,
that the
really
DC
good.
do really well. Is the feature-length
Yes.
animations really well?
Yes. Animated DC is always better than live action DC, and I've said that repeatedly and on stream, and that's a hill I'm prepared to die on. Like, animated Suicide Squad, way fucking better than the live action one.
I mean, we're still within the timeline of Wonder Woman 84 for you to have a rant if you want one.
Oh, I forget that exists. We'll forget it exactly.
I
We're on the
like
good side of things at the moment.
I like
still,
the new
so.
Suicide Squad
I've
film.
got no
New
sound.
Suicide Squad. Haven't seen yet, but I've heard really good things.
I liked it. I won't say much, but just the opening scene sequence I thought was hilarious. I loved it.
Sorry, of what? I eated my headphone up.
The new Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah, the new Suicide Squad
Yeah.
was alright. It, no. The opening
No, you already said it was alright.
Too soon.
It's all right. Game over. Okay, I'll go on to my one now.
Moving on.
Moving on.
the opening scene was the best thing about that film.
That was amazing. I loved the opening scene. That was so fucking hilarious.
There-
I couldn't stop laughing.
There's a film that I really enjoyed. And I haven't told the wife I've seen it, so shh. It was a film called Nobody. Now,
Oh yeah, I know that.
it's basically like is a sort of a docile family man. He's living his life and he's like really sort of middle-aged, not enjoying his life. So it's got a bit of, and then you suddenly find out he is a absolute badass. He loses it at one point and just
So the guy in the bus.
yes,
Yeah,
They got
that's
clip
that
on the
film.
bus.
That film.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody
He just
Awesome
beats the
movie.
shit out of everybody.
beats the crap out of everyone.
It's
It's
not
like a John
this.
Wick style
Mhm.
film.
It's not a this year film, but it was Duck had never seen it before. Hey, guys.
What?
That's 84. That's hardly this.
You
year.
watched it this year for the first time, no?
I thought it was awful.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, there's one film I recently watched this year, which like totally got me by surprise, and it was called Baby with a Gun.
Baby with
Baby?
a gun.
What?
Is this just a YouTube
Yeah,
clip?
I
or-
watched it recently. and what's wrong with the Shiny family? What's going on with them?
Dude, I'm just getting
Just
a
it
YouTube
was-
video.
Oh, you watched that? You watched
I
that?
watched Baby with a Gun too. It's better, or Sniper Pug.
I don't think you could call that a movie, John.
Shut up.
That's a one and a
Yeah,
half.
one of the most
That's
biggest
an
people
it.
we know in it.
Shut up.
Man,
there
it's
was
amazing.
also there was also a Netflix movie. I expected to hate it with a passion, even though it had Zack Snyder attached to it, and that was Army of the Dead. It was so tongue in cheek, sort of zombie movie.
Is it related to like
It's not related to
This
any
is
of
my
those movies.
boomstick or
No. No,
Oh.
it's completely. It's a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas. A bunch of mercenaries go in to rob a bank while there's just millions of zombies in there. Rob a casino.
That
So
doesn't
now-
seem like a good idea.
It's now being a prequel to
And they
This
did
Is
a
My
sequel to it
Boomstick.
as well. They did a
Which is
prequel
Army of
to
Thieves.
of it as well. So that's
Yeah.
also on Netflix. But
Yeah.
it's tongue in cheek enough. If you don't take it seriously, it's actually quite fun to watch. So
Oh.
so it's got Dave Bautista in it as sort of the big hard man in it, and he is actually a really good actor when he really puts his chops out. The first scene in Blade Runner, the new Blade Runner, when he was in the first few scenes of
Yeah,
that,
that's
Dave
nice.
Bautista was great. As
You
well,
like him.
yeah, really, really good. So whenever he
I'm
actually
just-
gets a chance, he's fantastic.
I did enjoy Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Oh, I've not seen that yet. However, I really love the fact of the small part that I know that the actor who plays the lead role, who's Canadian, bless him, literally tweeted them and was like, "Please, may I be a Marvel superhero? Thank you, please." And then literally 3 years later, they fucking handed him a film. But it's got Michelle Yeoh in it, and I got the biggest lady boner for her in the world. So she's now in or about to star in the Witcher spin-off that's set
with the elves.
thousands of years before. Yeah, the elf thing. She's getting her own spin-off in fucking Star Trek. And she's one. Thank you, Miss Lettuce, for giving him more mulled wine.
It's warm and toasty.
Like, like no. But Michelle Yeoh has become her own thing. You know, as much as like Spitting Image take the piss out. Oh, I'm Olivia Colman. I'm in everything. Michelle Yeoh, in her own right, is a fucking force to be reckoned with. And I have gotten so excited this year with anything that she's been in. Sorry,
She's
I know
also
it's
in
a
a
complete.
movie where she's head over title, like a multiverse one where I'm looking forward to that as well. So yeah, that's going to be good. And she was amazing, and she was the highlight of Discovery. Absolute highlight of
I
Discovery.
have to say, this season of Discovery, whilst it's good, I am really missing Giorgio. Like, so
Yeah.
much. And the I'm assuming it was a year ago. If you haven't seen it now, that's on fucking you. The episode where she leaves and goes through the portal, I'm fucking crying. Matt's having to hold me because I'm like, and then literally within about 2 hours, I read she gets her own spin-off.
Yay!
Like, brilliant. Fine.
About
Done.
James Bond. You don't cry at James Bond's.
What's Raya the Last Dragon?
Raya the Last Dragon animation.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's what chat's saying.
Mm-hmm.
The two animated witches on Netflix were really fucking solid.
Yeah, they were great.
Because they were essentially films in their own right because of how long because they're like 80 odd minutes each. They were really fucking solid. Things I want to watch. I want to watch Finch. That looks like it could be really, really good. Sorry.
There is one that I thought was, I would say, an absolute masterpiece, but it isn't really a movie. It's a comedy special, but it is a movie at the same time.
Ooh.
It's Bo Burnham's Inside. It is visually amazing, and it's
that's the guy with the puppets, right?
He's got a song with
Jeff
a
Dunham.
puppet. He's got a song with
sorry.
a puppet, but that's just a song, which is just sort of. It's sort of like his own personal descent into madness. Being the idea is that he's locked himself in a room for a year. The premise, of course, he might not probably done that, but he left performing live because of anxiety and having panic attacks on stage.
Oh, wow.
So he actually stopped doing live. And then he decided in February that he was going to go and tour again after a 5-year break. And then the pandemic came and he couldn't go out and do it. So he decided to do a Netflix show, which is just him in a room with a camera and a bunch of lights. And it's honestly fantastic. Great songs, and his own social commentary about the universe and the state of the world and stuff like that. So really, really good. If you've got an hour to spend to waste, it's not a waste if you watch it. That's what I can say.
I'd like to give a notable mention to Gunpowder Milkshake for being quite a fun, all-female led action film on Netflix.
Oh right, yes, I remember.
That again had Michelle Yeoh in it, but also had what's her face from He-Man in it. Also in Game of Thrones, really hot one.
Cersei Lannister.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She was so fucking good. It also has Ciri from The Witcher in it as well, playing the younger version of Karen Gillan. Solid little film, really nice. Again, another sort of 90-ish minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Really, right. So I don't know how you guys feel, but we're of a similar-ish age. For me, the best time for films will forever remain the 90s. 90 minutes. You got to know the characters. You had a fulfilling ending. No fucking sequels, and it didn't take 3 hours. Like.
I don't know.
Except for
Ace Ventura When
Ghostbusters.
Nature Calls is still a solid sequel.
That's fair.
Otherwise,
And a lot of
you
horror
miss the
movies have some
Rhino
good
entirely.
sequels as well.
That's true, but
Scream.
in terms of.
Sorry,
Oh shit, Santa's gone. Fuck.
Oh no, he's replaced by a chainsaw dude.
Someone's killed Santa.
You trying to play Dead by Daylight, John? What the fuck?
That's probably my most successful version of playing Dead by Day.
You're a fucking liar.
Was there any disappointment films then for anybody? Anyone disappointed with anything?
I think DC had some really solid animated films this year because they had Batman, Batman: The Long Halloween parts 1 and 2 were just so good. They were so good. I haven't seen the Space Jam sequel because he's not seen the first Space Jam, so I don't know if that's disappointing or
Oh
not.
god, I just don't want to.
Black Widow was alright.
Someone's snoozing on stream.
Okay.
Oh my god.
But like literally, oh no, Spiral was fucking brilliant.
That was good. Spiral was really
Godzilla vs King Kong was shit.
That wasn't good, was it?
Like there's one. I was like, why is that ship they're fighting and not broken in half and sinking? People are like, oh, it's just so cool.
Oh, I really enjoyed Boss Level. So this was along the
Same thing.
Deathloop kind of style. This one guy was doomed to repeat the same day over and over until he finally. The ending was shit, but the rest of it was.
So angry about the ending.
I was very angry about the ending because it was a terrible ending. Oh god, that was the first film this year that we watched. So I'm going back through everything we've watched, and
Through the receipts.
yeah, I'm like, we didn't watch Coming to America 2 because I really enjoyed Coming to America, and I didn't want it to be like rewatching Eddie Murphy's 80 stand up now, where you go, that's funny, but
Venom 2 was good.
haven't seen that yet. It's on my list.
Same.
How did you guys find like Cruella or
Cruella, again, okay. There's a lot of okay. You know what I mean? There's just, but what I would, I'm getting sick and tired of the reboots. Fast and the Furious 9, for fuck's sake.
How?
Family.
Oh, the best thing in life is family.
I'm like a die-hard Underworld fan because Kate Beckinsale in PVC and Leather.
Oh, but there's some shitty sequels in that set as well.
Bollocks! They're fucking bollocks. And the fact I can genuinely say this very proudly. I've never seen a Fast and the Furious film. I've never watched a single one.
I
we
had
tried to watch
them.
one of them, and I fell asleep. Like, we tried to watch the one with Idris Elba in, which I think was this year's offering, and I fell asleep because it was just it's too much. It's too far-fetched. It's just.
There's a car coming out of a spaceship in an aeroplane on a blimp with a machete.
I was like the last Die Hard
Riding a
where they
whale.
fucked a helicopter, where they fucked a motorbike into a helicopter, and you're there going, no, like that. You've gone too far this time.
Let's move on to TV series, and then we'll go on to the quiz. So,
Witcher
let's go for
season
that.
2.
Oh my god, it's so
Witcher.
good.
Oh,
All the coins.
Toss them.
Toss it,
coins,
all the
toss them.
toss it.
All the biddies. All the biddies.
it came out on Friday. I literally came out of a 7-hour stream, and we rolled straight into watching the entire of season 2. We've still got jet lag. We stayed up. We stayed up because of The Witcher, and literally we stayed up to 7 in the morning watching it. It was wonderful. No spoilers at all, but whomever does the makeup, specifically what I really enjoyed was how Yennefer looked this season.
Yeah.
Like, if you know, you know. Like, I'm no spoilers at all. But it was fucking solid.
Yeah.
It's so good. The idea we might have to wait another 2 fucking years for season 3 just
know.
cripples me. I'm like, no.
Different from first season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it actually had a stable
Did you-
timeline from beginning to end instead of jumping around the timeline.
which was nice. But the
Well,
thing is,
there's-
I've watched the season 1 of The Witcher 3 times, and I finished my rewatch last month, so it was really fresh in my mind for now. So when we rewatched it, Matt was like, "This," and I was like, "Answered the question." This answered the question. The only actor that they didn't get back that was really sad about, and this isn't a spoiler, is the Queen of Sintra. They didn't get her husband back.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I haven't looked into it or whatever, but they didn't get him back, and I was like, oh, because he was alluded to. You know, there's someone there that back turned in the same kind of garb. But I was really sad not to see him. But
Certain person they got back, and I saw a certain scene, and I'm just going to say, he has buffed up.
Oh, Yaskier, ripped.
yeah. Oh my
Red
god.
hair.
I was looking at Yaskier going,
Fuck Geralt. Geralt could
I
just take a
shouldn't
walk
fancy
now.
the bard.
Oh my
Shit.
god. That as soon as
Although-
Bard who's flexing strength.
I was like going, oh, la, la, la.
That scene with the thing and the
Calm down,
Anyway.
you thirsty bitches. Let's keep moving on, right? Okay.
He-Man.
I'm just
He-Man.
going to
Oh
jump on
my
this lettuce.
fucking god, He-Man.
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 All the He-Mans.
Parts 1 and 2 this year.
Haters can go fuck themselves. They can go fuck off. They're fake. Fake haters.
If they hate that, they don't love He-Man.
It's a
No,
fair
it's
comment.
not called He-Man. It's not about He-Man in every episode. Oh, I'm so heartbroken. Get over it.
I'm
No,
gonna,
it's
I'm gonna
about the-
throw out an
The
animation. to
Masters of the
everybody as well.
fucking universe. There's so much more to that. Just
Also, can I just say how fucking wonderful it is to have Sarah Michelle Gellar back in the forefront of our mind? Fucking love that woman so much.
Sheila?
The Ringer was actually a brilliant TV series, and it should have got a second season. It didn't because she got pregnant. But I've missed her.
So I'm
I've
going to
missed
mention
her so
an animation, Invincible. If anyone's seen it on
Oh,
Amazon, that was the beginning of the
About
year.
the superhero kids that are trying to live up to the dad.
Yeah.
Yep, and the dad is an absolute psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah,
Psycho.
because
like
that
Australian
was
race,
not
it's just-
unlike.
Jupiter's legacy thing.
Yeah,
called,
Jupiter's Ascent. Oh, fuck.
not Jupiter, but the moon is associated with Jupiter.
Ew.
Netflix series.
They're superheroes, but they're aging superheroes. Something ascending.
It was
Jupiter
Jupiter.
ascending.
It was Jupiter.
Yeah,
something.
Jupiter Ascending. They're all sort of old
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
that got given a
yeah,
gift
yeah.
on a weird
Children
island.
coming up. But yeah, it's really quite brutal. What they fight this thing, but their code means they can't kill. But
And I wanna
the main
kill
guy's son rips the guy's face off, and I thought that's amazing, and I really like that. But the second season was going
Face
But that's-
ripping.
That's
Got me.
basically this cartoon. Like it
Yeah.
is literally
Yeah.
you are ex-child of ex-superhero, and you are having to go bigger and better and beyond and prove yourself more. Blah blah blah. blah. I thought it was a really interesting. Yeah, because you don't know about Superman's kids apart from now that they're doing the. Oh, that's another notable series this year. Superman and Lois. That was really good.
Mm.
However, the writing team abandoned Supergirl, and that ended in a pile of dog shit.
I'm going to say all of the Marvel TV shows have been amazing.
We
I'll
haven't
actually say
watched
that.
a single one.
All of the Marvel TV shows have been better than the movies in a lot of cases.
Watched the end half of Wanda and 2 series of Loki, and that's all I could be bothered.
Can I ask you a
In all
question?
honesty, because I'm not a Marvel fan.
What If
Are
has been
they-
amazing as well as an animation.
Are they better because they are acting focused rather than? Because Duck and I are very done with Marvel films. Like they're good, but they are
Face.
very. You turn up, it's pretty. They do a thing, and do you know what I mean? It's so formulaic now.
Hawkeye has been a lot more sort of on the focus on Hawkeye's repercussions of what happened from the movies.
Chance
Okay.
And
Moss
the
about
same
Marvel
thing with
films.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Ooh, are we on series? The Queen's Gambit. So that has been.
That
was last year.
That's good.
That was
movie.
last year.
Good TV.
Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit was last
That
year.
was last year.
Mm.
So I bought a chess set because of that.
I hate Deja Vu World where I live in Groundhog Day and I don't know what time it is. But I didn't realize that was a year ago.
Yeah.
Shit.
This season of The
Yeah.
Flash has been better. So
Flash lost it for me.
Legends of Tomorrow screwed the pooch, and I just can't be arsed anymore.
Mm.
Lower Decks has
I
been
lost.
wonderful.
I've not
Stargirl's
watched
been wonderful.
Arrow, Flash, Legends. I just stopped. I was like,
Betting Image has been
I'm
wonderful.
just like, you're just
Betting
it's
Image
just
has been
done.
What We Do in the Shadows season 3. Oh,
What We
the
Do in the
ending of
Shadows.
that.
Yep.
The ending of season 3. I was like, it's so good. So.
The
Archer
ending
was
of
really
Brooklyn
nice.
I'm watching Archer. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's just like Family
Um,
Guy and American Dad. You just watch so many, and you're just like,
Mm.
No, because I've
feel
stopped
that.
watching
I can
Family
feel
Guy
that.
American Dad. But no, the ending of Brooklyn Nine-Nine was really nice. It was a huge nod to the fact they didn't fuck it up. They didn't like How I Met Your Mother. Like Matt introduced me to How I Met Your Mother. We watched it in about 2-3
Did you know they're
weeks.
doing a sequel?
Yes.
How You Met Your Father.
The trailer looks shit.
Oh,
It's awful.
It looks fucking terrible. And as much as I love Kim Cattrall, she's not going to be enough to save the fucking series. But no, so look, I really enjoyed How I Met Your Mother, right up till when like Barney got married, and then it should have stopped.
yeah.
It was such an awful pissant ending for what was a great. It was basically Friends for the next generation, and they just fucked it up right at the end. I was like, how have you fucked this up? But my God, if they're trying to relaunch it, it's like, what are you thinking? Just let it lie. Let it lie. Why are they trying to relaunch this series?
Well, that comes back to the whole thing where we all seem to really hate reboots.
Save
Spin-offs.
from the Bell, the reboot.
Oh
Whether that was
my
this year or last year,
God.
that was a
That
pile
was
of
this
shit.
year, as with the Gossip Girl. Fuck off.
Oh, new season of Titans. Chance just saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list to watch
Yeah,
on my
no,
days off.
That's something. Yeah, I would definitely agree with second
So
season.
apparently, whatever happened, I've seen it, so I know. Supergirl, Lex Luthor. What happens to him? Apparently, that's going to play out in one of the future seasons of Titans, because I've loved this iteration of Lex Luthor. As shit as the last season
Hi,
of
Tropical
Supergirl
Murders.
was.
Get some murders.
Yeah, as shit as I thought the last season of Supergirl was, he was amazing. I think this might be controversial. I think that's my favourite Lex Luthor.
Gene Hackman.
No, and I grew up on Smallville, and do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but this version of Lex Luthor had the mania and the charisma and the smart and oh yes, oh my God, yes.
No one's mentioned yet the biggest TV show, underground TV show of the year, Squid Game.
God,
No one's
fucking
mentioned
marbles. Fuck off, marbles.
No,
I will never look at marbles the same fucking way.
That was a targeted attack against the West.
Oh no, you take this. No.
Now, okay, so the reason it's really brutal, they've numbered them because they're attacking the West, saying we all look the same, so we'll number our contestants so you can't get it confused. All the high-profile VIPs are Westerners who are arrogantly watching.
And it's the only time they speak fucking English.
Well, it's true.
This is an attack. They're being bloody obvious, and this is an attack against us. Yet I'm still riveted, and I want to watch who kills who.
Yeah.
However, can we just talk about the ending, though? Ah.
Can't talk about the ending 70 minutes.
No, that's I'm just like.
No, that's overplayed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's overplayed.
It's so memed. It's like memed to the level that Game of Thrones was. Even if you haven't watched it, you fucking watched it. Like, it's so memed. Like, okay, the old guy, I get that to a degree. I actually thought that was quite funny. Like, you've got everything, you've lived your life, money means fuck all, let's play the game. Like, I get it, that's fine, that's cool.
Yeah.
Turning your back on everything you've ever wanted, who go back, though? Has it become an addiction? Is it like a type of life you'll never be able to reach? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But like the idea of going, fuck my daughter, I'm going back into the hellhole. I don't get it.
I'm still stuck in the honeycomb level. That's where I died. That's where
You
I
would have fucking died on the
I'd
honeycomb.
be so frustrated licking my honeycomb and using my pissing needle and getting angry and throwing it across the room and having some random guy shoot me in the head.
My favourite episode was the
where I
glass
died.
walkway.
Oh yeah.
But the episode with the marbles.
Oh,
I
both of
cried
you have to come up with a game
so
involving
much.
marbles. Oh,
No,
dear.
because it was the couple that always went together, and it was like, well, you've got to kill your wife now, dickhead. Like,
It was brutal.
it was
But
Overhyped.
sort of South Korean. You think it was overhyped? I really enjoyed it, but it's.
I completely see your point about overhyped. So, in terms of overhyped, for me, was the Heath Ledger Joker version Batman. Like, everyone be like, it's a brilliant. Da, 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 da. It took me 4 years to fucking watch it because what I needed to do was for everyone to shut the fuck up about it, so I could watch it on my own. Squid Game had been mentioned to us a couple of times, and was every time we opened Netflix was right there. So we're like, we'll give it a go.
I have to argue with you. Heath Ledger's Joker wasn't overhyped. He actually was brilliant. The problem is he was trying to fill the biggest shoes on the planet, which was Jack Nicholson's Joker, and he wanted to make the Joker his own. So he had to go above and beyond, and he actually did. And it was brilliant.
It's
Doesn't
like
matter.
how
It's not
I feel
Mark
about-
Hamill. It's not Mark Hamill. Don't care.
No, yeah, no, let 90s, yes, because I grew up on 90s cartoon Batman.
It's not Mark Hamill.
You can't really compare live action and cartoon.
No,
Yes,
it's
you
not Mark
can.
Hamill.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Mark Hamill would have, even at
Joker
what my the
vibes.
age, would have played a great Joker live action.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I would have loved seeing that.
Doesn't
I
matter.
would
Not
love
my
the Flash
hashtag. Not my
live
Joker.
action, actually.
The villain
I
in the
imagine
Flash.
Mark Hamill would have had more fun than
Flash
he did
is
in The
out there.
Last Jedi.
He hated The Last Jedi.
Hamill resented that film. He resented
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
He had so many showers afterwards. The water was not hot enough.
It was the one before that made me scream.
No, it was that film. Trust me. The
What?
one he dies in.
When Princess Leia survives in the vacuum of fucking space!
Woo!
The last
Guess what? The
Skywalker
command deck's been blown up.
is
Everyone's
not as
stuck
bad
in space.
as The Last
Barney! Open the airlock. Leia's coming
Where do you think they're
back.
going to go with Star Trek now, though? I mean, what are they going to do other than just make series? Star Wars. What are they going to just have any series now?
No, I'm sorry.
Mandalorian.
Boba Fett's coming out.
I'm really
Boba
sorry.
Fett, 29th of December.
I'm going to say this to Matt, who loves Star Wars so much, and Star Wars has had its time.
Book of
No,
Boba
it
Fett.
had its time a long time ago. This has been proved. It had its time. The first three films were amazing. I like the prequels. I'm a rare Star Wars fan that does. I like The Phantom Menace. I actually like Jar Jar Binks. I think Anakin's way more irritating than Jar Jar, but the fucking new 3 films drive me insane.
The last new good thing to come out of the Star Wars universe was
Mandalorian.
the Clone Wars animated TV series.
The animated TV.
That's it.
is better than the actual
So
film.
you're not saying Mandalorian was good? Because if that's the case,
It was slow.
Oh.
Mandalorian was amazing.
It was slow.
No,
It
I.
was
Second-
amazing.
second-
Why didn't it be fast? After the shit fest we had, I think something slow and nice was good.
Second season was better than the first, which is very rare. I would say something like that.
Okay. We, John, I have a problem. Okay, these Mandalorians are supposed to be nails. Are supposed to be absolute badass. The ones living under the city. We're talking season 1 right now. The ones living under the city have lived there incognito for years.
What have you done?
The Empire, which is now dissolved, send a dissolved stormtrooper unit, so they can't have that many units of their troops underground, and the Mandalorians don't win. I had a major problem there. That's my falling point of the entire season that was really early on in. They lost to stormtroopers, and I had a problem.
Lost
Yeah.
an unknown amount of stormtroopers.
No, you just
No, you can see you see the dead bodies. Mandalorians should be taking 10 per head, and they didn't. They took 1 for 1.
You didn't see the dead stormtroopers. You just saw the Mandalorian armor piled up.
Exactly.
I don't
so
think they lost. I think they cast their armor and ran.
Yeah,
and went into
didn't they?
hiding.
See, and I was like, how many dead stormtroopers were taken out?
They didn't
But
have
they-
that many resources on the planet.
They did say that they
That's
didn't
because
die, that they
would
left.
probably had to take up. So I overthink things, and I'm like, they would have gone, shit, we need to get everybody in the sector, nearby sectors, let's get everybody in here. And I would have been like, there's been 100 stormtroopers for every Mandalorian. So I saw that as an epic battle in my mind. Sorry.
But they left.
It's all right.
You
I'm
died.
going to get off this before we John gets
Yeah.
on the mega bus, goes down England, starts hunting.
We're gonna have a slapping fight with kippers. At this
Woo!
I've got some big frozen kippers waiting, baby.
I am
moving on.
really good with the frozen fish. Do not tempt me.
So we're 2 hours in. So we're a little bit behind where I was thinking would be. So
Guys, sorry.
no, honestly, it's just I think this is where we're going to start doing the quiz. I think just
Oh,
to get
shit.
some community interaction. We totally forgot that.
Oh, I haven't studied.
Chat, wake up.
I'm sorry,
so-
chat's just giving me lots of Star Wars support. Guys,
Sorry.
it's over. It's over. We need to move on, guys.
We can
Thank you.
take a deep
Thank you.
breath.
Chat, it's okay. Just
Get
I
that
know,
Mandalorian
I spotted Dark
mojo
Troopers.
Oh,
It could have been
Get
a
that
spotted Dark
Beskar armor out of
Troopers
your
there.
Oh
ass.
shit, DC's not in our chat. We're fucked.
Oh no,
Where's
you're
my
dead.
notepad?
Oh, it's game
Where are
over.
we?
I did throw it.
I know,
Where's my
chat.
I
notepad?
don't even know how this works.
It's all right. Just get a bit of paper or
We make
type
note.
it on your screen or whatever.
My note is not
Paper.
That's a very good point, chat. That they could
Let's
use
go.
some Dark Troopers in getting rid of those Mandos.
I lost my heart to a starship trooper.
prize.
You just put Christmas music on.
I did.
Oh. Oh!
So, now it's the year-end festive quiz for
You're gonna get
2021.
copyrighted by Twitch for
No, I
festive
think Deck
music.
the Halls, which has been around since like forever, and
Deck
it's a
the
carol,
Halls.
is fine. So we can now begin the sort of end of year festive. So
Right.
it's going to be 20 questions, so it's not a huge quiz. And
God, 20
I
questions.
have been a massive cunt on some of these questions. All right, so
yeah, my quiz last month was way too nice.
yeah, so after the slightly easier one of last month, this one is going to be absolutely horrible. Some of
Chat,
the
we
questions will
need
be
to let
easy.
go of
Some
Star
won't.
Wars. Let's let go of Star Wars chat. Focus on the quiz.
Chat,
Focus.
Chat.
Focus.
if we win, everyone currently in the chat will get the shiny prize this month. Don't let me down.
Oh,
Chat.
If we win chat, it will be a fucking miracle, and that's
Now-
all you're going to take home.
I don't have a
Fucking
chat.
miracle.
every single question is got in some way related to the end of the year, the Christmas period. So the festivities in some way. Some of them are movies, some of them are TV, some of them are games, and some of them are just general knowledge. 20 questions. So are you ready? Gladiators, ready?
No.
Two,
Anyway,
one.
fight!
So, okay, let's start. First question then, everybody. The first 2 Die Hard movies were based at Christmas.
Yeah.
First 2. In Die Hard 2, what was the name of the disgraced colonel that attempts to liberate the drug lord? Told you. Not. Ha ha.
Actual fuck.
What was the name of the disgraced colonel that attempts to liberate the drug lord in Die Hard 2?
Cocaine Carlos. I don't fucking.
Not the drug lord's name, the colonel's name.
We John.
Colonel Decker.
I'm allergic to this question. Move on.
All right, on to the second question. This is also a bit of a bitch. Corey
like the
Fe-
first.
Yeah, this one is also. I told you that this is not going to be easy, especially because Shiny's won the last few. So let's so let's go move on
It's
to
like
this one.
everybody else, no chance.
It's all right. Corey Feldman helped rid the festive menace in Gremlins, but what was the name of the town that the Gremlins nearly destroyed?
Oh shit!
So,
What was the name of the town that was
Old
nearly
town, there's-
destroyed by Gremlins in Gremlins 1?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you cunt!
Alex, we're both up for question 1. Come on, you old cunts in chat. Come on.
Guys,
you walls,
I love
right?
Gremlins. Come on, what the fuck?
I don't have a chat.
It's all on
Your own
you.
fault, Cookie.
It's all right. Channel
That's
the
a
Cookie
you
Monster.
problem.
Bitch.
Cookie.
Guys,
Every answer is just
please.
cookie. Cookie. Cookie.
Just fucking nah. Just use Google, you twats. Come on.
No.
Now,
No,
moving on to the
let's be
third
honest.
question. Moving on to
This
the
is why
third
I've not
question.
won, because we're doing this honestly.
Yeah, no.
I believe
on to
I
the third
know.
question.
I'm joking. I'm
On
just
to the
annoyed.
third question. What is the name of the Yuletime Bavarian monster that kidnaps children?
You should know because it was in.
I
fucking
do know what
Grimm.
this is.
We John.
Oh yeah. Got it.
I do know this.
Yeah. That
Also,
was in.
before we finish this,
oh,
I need to go to Bulgaria soon.
we need to rewatch Grimm. That was a great TV series.
Right. So this one
Phoenix,
is
you are
an
correct.
interesting one.
Yeah, okay, I think
This
I
is
put
more of
that
a
one.
general knowledge. Billy Bob Thornton. So this is question 4. Sorry. Billy
Oh,
Bob
yeah,
Thornton
yeah.
played a bad Santa in the 2003 movie. Just after he was divorced from which famous actress?
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Got
that?
it. That was so easy.
Billy Bob
that's
Thornton
easy.
played a
That's
bad
your
Santa in
first
2003,
fucking
just after he was divorced from which famous actress?
That was like easy, like a Sunday morning.
I can't even.
Oh,
I feel so
not
young.
for everybody.
Where is the fucking town mentioned in Gremlins? I'm trying to think of the whole fucking film.
When he goes to the market and they're trying to buy the development and he doesn't want to sell it. Oh, brain. Hang on.
There we go. Autistic brain. Go autistic
Hang on.
brain.
Question
Do you need a head
5.
massage?
Moving on to question 5. Bill Murray starred alongside Karen Allen in which Christmas movie from 1988?
You fuckers.
Bill fucking Murray.
Yes,
Bill
yes, yes.
fucking Murray.
I had on VH fucking S as a kid.
Ah.
One of my favourite Christmas films as a kid. Fucking nailed that. Fucking nailed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
we've got
So
that.
have I, John.
Fuck
So
you,
have
John.
I.
And your bald
I
pumpkin loving
match
hair.
you with my red lightsaber against your pathetic blue one.
Question 6. In which country is it tradition for children to leave their shoes out for Christmas gnomes and hope they don't get a rotten potato in them?
It was Sweden.
Oi!
He said potatoes. So I think it's slightly offended.
Potatoes, precious. In
Oh,
which
okay.
country is it tradition to children to leave their shoes out for the Christmas gnomes and hope they don't get a rotten
Yeah,
potato
yeah,
in
I
them?
don't know which one it is.
The
No, it's
Shire.
fine.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We can't hedge our bets. I'm hedging my bets.
No, it's fine. I've picked one.
You picked one.
What are you doing with your phone?
Okay, Naboo, we're going with that.
Getting answers.
Fine.
Shit, I had like
Hey,
6 WhatsApps.
Sam.
My phone's been blowing up. I will put it down.
All right, okay. So, question 7.
No one else is
What
great.
unlikely, mischievous character from a British TV show got the #1 in the UK singles chart for 3 weeks and has been claimed to be the worst song ever written?
Oh,
Got
I
Got it.
I see you.
I'm ashamed to say that I love
No,
that
they're not
song.
5-year-old headmaster in a suit.
And it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
Itty Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. It's not that song.
Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was.
That's a Swedish
It's British too. We actually had Timmy Mallet sing that one.
We had
Um,
Timmy Mallet at my university ball in the first
I'm
year.
really not
bad.
Question number 8. In the
Feels so
Burton
little.
film A Nightmare Before Christmas, what is the name of Jack Skellington's ghost dog?
Dog? Fuck.
Cat.
Chat, I know you're all going to look at me and be like, you should fucking know this, John, but I can't remember.
Guys, what's the name of the dog? Come on. Where the fuck is Coo?
Yeah, I know it's a spooky Christmas film with pumpkins in it.
Where
I
is
can't
DC and
remember the
Nelly
dog's
with their quiz power?
Where's DC? What do you mean you don't deserve my help?
Fuck you, Jinx.
I'll take your fucking
Jinx, come over
webpage
to
away.
my chat. Come over to my
Fuck
chat.
you.
We love you over here, Jinx.
Question number 9.
Shut up, John.
I'm not trying to steal people. Honest.
What is the name of the toy that Arnie was trying to get for his son in Jingle All the Way?
Oh!
What is the name of the toy that Arnie is trying to get for his son in Jingle All the Way?
Fucking film.
Oh!
That's both an amazing
No.
shit film.
It was.
I love it.
No,
I
hang
hate it.
Shut up.
Come on,
Oh.
come on.
It's got.
Yeah, Black
white,
Ops, I've got
there's
you on that
blue.
one. Yeah, Alex, Black Ops, we're good for that. We're good for 7. I can
Don't want to
cover
give
your
too
answer.
much
Just
time.
putting
for
Wee
everybody.
John on everything.
For 8 and 9.
Question
Good for
number
7.
10. Question
Okay,
10.
we're
Are
on 10.
you all ready?
Okay, let's focus.
Wait there.
Come on, we got this.
Halfway there. Which computer game is set in New York after a plague using money was
Got it.
spread during Christmas shopping?
Got it. Got it.
You want
Which
both?
computer game is set in New York
Got it.
after
We've
a
got
plague
that.
using
Got
money
that.
was spread during Christmas shopping?
Got it.
It was not Christmas shopping, actually. It was Black Friday.
Ah,
Chat, let's let
Yeah.
Chat,
It
question
was, it was
one's
Black
gone.
Friday, but yeah.
Chat, question one's gone. Can we just focus on the
Got
more
his
recent
fault.
question?
You hadn't even finished the question and I got the answer. Mate, it's one of my favourite games.
question 11. This one is a bit of a hard one.
This was a hard one.
This
Oh,
question
the
11
fucking
is a hard
walk in the
one.
park.
This is the next one. That was question 10. This is question 11. In 1996, the man who inspired the movie Wolf of Wall Street produced a Christmas movie starring which WWF wrestler?
What?
What you mean? Quiz?
I am a mean, mean person.
No, your period. Fucking hell.
You
In
question, master.
1996, the man who inspired... Think of the date, if anything. 1996, the man who inspired the movie Wolf of Wall Street produced a Christmas movie starring which WWF wrestler?
Naboo, I'm going with that because I've got nothing else, and part of my amazing team is still fixated with question 1. Black
Question-
Ops, for God's... Come on, man, come on. Bring
Question
it back.
12. 2 animated shorts were produced before South Park became a series. In the spirit of Christmas, Jesus fought Santa, but also another character. Which was it?
Yep.
Jesus fought Santa, but
Got it.
also another character. Which was it?
Got it with bells on.
All right, so it's not... That's okay, right? So we'll do that.
I'm sorry, anything to do with South Park, and I've got it with fucking bells on.
Come on, guys. Question 12. Focus. Question 12. Let's move on. We revisit the last question. We're going with that.
Jinx, you're correct. I also have the answer, as does Duck. You're fine. Let's go.
Come on.
Question.
Let's go,
Question
Let's go,
13. Which Scottish poet wrote Auld Lang Syne?
Oh, yeah.
Even know that I'm fucking Scottish.
I used to fuck English teachers.
That was
What?
Fuck English
we
teachers.
John, that was Paul McCartney, wasn't it?
I spoke
Good
English.
job of doing it.
Wasn't that Paul McCartney?
I taught them a book.
I've literally been in relationships.
Question 14.
God, we're losing it now. We're losing pace.
Losing pace.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Who Christmas specials have run over many years and have included even rotating Death Machine Christmas trees.
Yes.
In a Christmas special, what was
Yes.
used by the Doctor to pull a sleigh through the foggy sky?
Got it.
Fucking God, I can't remember that shit.
I love Doctor Who. I'm sorry.
So do I, but I can't remember that specific thing from an episode.
Then you're not a fucking Whovian. Piss off. Every device in my house is named after something from Doctor Who. So my media server, because it's tiny, exactly less. But my media server is because it's got so many hard drives on it, it's bigger on the inside. It's called the TARDIS. My phone is called K9 because it's tiny and comes everywhere with me. Like,
Is Matt's ass called the TARDIS as well?
Question 15.
Oh, sorry, were you drinking? I apologize.
Yoy.
Question 15.
I
What
bought some
colour-
time chat, quickly.
What
Gather your
colour is
wits.
traditionally associated with New Year celebrations in Brazil? Which colour is traditionally associated with New Year celebrations in Brazil?
Don't know. I've had sex
I
with
don't
Brazil
give a
yet.
shit about the rest of the world, eh?
I'd really like to be there for New Year's because
Fuck
it looks
those
like a
foreigners.
right daft, also.
I can only
saying,
spread
yeah.
myself so fucking far, can't I?
Okay, usually.
I was that be like, oh, so what colour were you using in this? Oh, thanks, right, I'm off, bye.
Question 16.
Suck your Bobby and go.
This one you should get, John. If you don't, it's
fired.
It's game over. In northern Sweden, what has a habit of getting burned down during Christmas and even has bets placed on it if it will happen?
Oh,
You've lived here, and this has
I've
happened while
never
you've lived
been
here.
to Sweden at Christmas. I've always gone home to Inverness.
got it.
last time it burned down, it was 2016. We got Donald Trump. We got Corona, we got so much shit, and now it's finally been burned again, and we're hopefully gonna have a good 2022.
Oh, I really
Yeah.
want to take this jumper off. I'm so hot.
Question 17.
We'll go with that, Black Ops.
Red Dwarf had an episode in which wax droids were at war with each other. Father Christmas was under the command of which crew member?
Now you're just saying words.
No, I changed. I legally changed my last name to fucking Kachansky.
Have it as well.
Wicked!
Have it as well.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Got all this info.
Winnie the Pooh! He's refusing the blindfold!
We've got all this info, chat. It's good. It's good.
W-R, like,
Okay, we've got 3
fucking-
questions left.
like Red Dwarf. We love so. I genuinely.
Question
people.
18. Question 18. In 1974, Japan, in a fast food chain, created an ad campaign that sparked a meal tradition at Christmas. Now some restaurants book months in advance. Which fast food chain has captured the Japanese palate?
Got it.
How the fuck do you know
Did
that?
you get that?
Because it came up as a. I can't answer that question without telling you the
She
answer.
googled it.
Did you get it? You saw me write it down on the page. I'm fine.
Your boobs are googling it.
Googly boobs.
Googly booblies.
Oh, googly boobly.
Yeah, see,
Okay,
she's
come on,
googling.
guys.
She's googling right now.
Service.
To a secret
Oh
headphone.
my glass.
Like nipple
Question
clicks.
question 19. In the
Chat-
Bond
chat-
movie, The World Is Not Enough, former model Denise
Yep.
Richard played the character Christmas Jones.
Yep.
But what was the character's profession?
Yep, got it.
Oh, I knew that as I do know a lot of these. I'm not a moron.
Are you saying
I'm
these are
not-
too easy? I guarantee that the chat doesn't.
I'm sorry. No,
Could
because
check
I
before you-
get really angry with anything that puts Denise Richardson in because
I'm
she's
just
like
reading
the
whatever
original
chat's
one brow
gonna say about
baby.
question now. I'm at that stage of desperation. Right, okay.
What would
And
you say?
the final question,
Oh shit! Final
Anything for 19, guys.
question 20. Which Disney character has a show that's been on Swedish Christmas tradition to air at 3 p.m. Christmas Eve
Oh.
since 1959?
That narrows it down to like 4. Oh, okay, yeah, fine.
Oh, like 4 billion fucking things. I don't fucking know.
Are you looking for the
Hey,
character
idiot.
which it's actually
Okay,
named for, or like the
The na-
actual
The name of the main character that it's named after.
Oh, okay, good.
Like,
The
I'll-
tradition.
God, my handwriting's so
Chat,
bad.
if that, I'll just go with the best
Need
thing you
is
guys
so
chuck
bad
at
for
me
my
right now.
handwriting.
We
Look at that,
did.
that's fucking terrible.
We're number one.
Oh, I'm gonna be so
Thank you.
upset.
How
All right.
ludicrous it sounds.
Oh, yeah, that's it's our third bottle we've done.
Right. So let's start at the beginning for
Remember,
the
don't-
answers.
Okay, chat, cross your fingers and your cocks. Here we go. And your boobs and your breasts.
How are you supposed to cross your cocks?
Glossy face.
You need 2 people. Right.
It's into
So the question was, the first question. The first Die Hard movies were based at Christmas. In Die Hard 2, what was the name of the
Didn't get
disgraced
this.
colonel that
didn't
attempts to
get
liberate
this.
the drug lord? And the answer is
No.
Colonel William Stewart.
Cunt.
I
You
wrote
didn't know that.
No, you
Colonel William Stewart.
I didn't know what it was, so hence I'm not saying cunt. 'Cause there's no way anybody would have known that.
First
rewatching Die Hard.
question,
Shut up.
Black Ops, congratulations.
So what?
Wait.
We drawn
No,
into the lead.
No, we got the first one, Black Ops. That's good. No,
Eating
good.
bastard.
that was enough.
Question 2.
I'll give you
Corey
it.
Yep, so let's go on to the next question.
Kingston fell.
Yeah, let me go into the question so everyone can get it first. Corey Feldman helped rid the festive menace in Gremlins, but what was the name of the town they nearly destroyed? Kingston Falls was the answer. Kingston Falls.
Yep.
Kingston Falls.
Got it.
No, so we missed that. So that was
Got it.
cross.
Got it.
Okay, question 3. What was the name of the Yuletime Bavarian monster that kidnaps naughty
Yes.
children? And the answer is Krampus.
Go for it.
Yes.
Krampus.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, we, John.
Also we, John. He can't.
Yeah,
Naughty
we
children.
take in turns being Krampus. We switch it around each year.
Yeah.
It's him this
So,
year.
question
Due to
4.
COVID.
So this was more of a general knowledge one. Billy Bob Thornton played Bad
Very
Santa
easy.
in 2003,
Yeah.
just after the divorce of a famous actress, and the answer is Angelina Jolie.
3 out of 4
Good.
so far, bitches.
We're halfway, guys. We're halfway.
All right, question 5.
Okay, the next one I know we've got right. I know
Bill
we've
Murray
got right.
starred alongside Karen Allen, who also was in Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Yeah.
in which Christmas movie from 1988, and the answer is Scrooged.
Oh my god, that was my favourite kids' Christmas.
You got that for me.
I did.
You did. I wouldn't have got that without
Does
you.
that- one for help.
cunts, man. We're old cunts.
Okay,
We are old cunts, we
there
John.
we go.
4 out of 5.
That's the best cunt.
4 out of 5.
Question
We
don't
number
even-
6.
We don't even have DC passes here, so 4 out of 5.
Yep.
We have 3 out of 5.
In which country is it a tradition for
Oh
children
god, Andy, I think
to
you
leave their
hopefully-
shoes out for the Christmas
God's sake,
gnomes,
Andy.
not the underpant gnomes, the Christmas gnomes, and hope they
Iceland.
don't get a rotten potato in them? And the answer is
Iceland.
Iceland.
Oh Naboo, you failed us.
Power! They have, like,
No.
10 or 12 gnomes.
Yeah, they got loads
they
of gnomes.
And they have weird names.
From a
No, it's weird names. It's like toe sniffer or something.
All the
Yeah.
ticks so far.
yeah.
Knife in Icelandic is Knifer, by
I was tempted to put the Danish tradition of throwing all of their plates out onto the outside and destroying their plates at.
Oh no, I would have got that because yeah.
and then
Never mind.
shitting on them.
There we
For
go.
the
So,
listeners,
question
it's
They
7.
need to know how to control their fairies. This is just
no.
this is
Do not
just
control
wild.
the
admittedly,
Christmas
also-
gnomes and the trolls in Iceland. They're rampant.
Guys, we're 3 for 3 right now, which is
I'll
probably the
submit
best.
your wedding ring.
3 for 3.
5 out of 6, chat.
We're
I
on
love you all.
question 7.
Question
Oh,
7.
seven.
Question
Nailed.
7.
Seven is nailed.
Which unlikely mischievous character from a British TV show got the #1 UK singles chart for 3
Nailed
weeks? And what has been claimed to be the worst song ever written? And it's Mr. Blobby.
Oh, yeah.
I have to make a mention of
Blobby,
Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby.
So literally, the person who was in the Mr. Blobby suit on Noel Edmonds' house party went to the same stupid boarding school Hogwarts as Matt did, and then came in the Mr. Blobby suit, and then rugby tackled the headmaster. So
He was a massive bell end.
Yeah, yes, he was.
Massive
Blob,
bell end.
bloopy bloopy
It's
bloopy.
an awful
Question
fucking
8.
song.
Question 8. Let's move
0.
on. For Mr. Blobby.
Zero.
Distracts me. Because I
Pulling
Zero?
it back now, guys. We're pulling it back. The next 3
Zero?
questions we're fucked, I think.
0.
Question 8. The Burton
Zero?
film Nightmare Before Christmas, what is the name of Jack Skellington's ghost dog? The
Zero.
answer is 0.
Huh?
0 is the dog's name.
0. Yep.
Not smoothie.
So
but-
cute.
That's not a name, that's a number.
Scottish Fox got me that.
Ninja.
You
Well
beautiful
done, Fox.
bastard.
200,000 shinies to you when I can remember to do it.
Well, I mean, you have pen and paper there. Just write it down.
Oh, it's different than Northern Spectrum. These are my answers. I can't.
Question 9. What is the name of the toy that Arnie was trying to get for his son in Jingle
I didn't
All
get
the
this.
Way?
I didn't
The
get
answer
this.
is Turbo Man.
Oh, fuck. Yes,
Got a big
Super
fucking
Mega
T
Man.
face.
on his chest and everything.
Yes,
Turbo
yeah.
Man.
We've got 2 wrong out of 9 so far. We're okay.
But
Not
he's
bad.
like, give me the toy.
You've made a toy.
Which
I
computer
really
game?
like
Question 10.
Division.
Okay.
Division.
Yeah, the Division. Which computer game is set in New York after a plague using money was spread during Christmas shopping? Well, Black Friday.
No,
still
it
Christmas
wasn't. It was
shopping.
Black Friday. It was
It's still
Black
Christmas
Friday.
shopping, technically,
No, it's
because you're
Black
buying for
Friday.
Christmas
Oh.
at Black Friday.
I've
Christmas
got.
shopping is whenever you buy stuff for
Do you know
Christmas.
what was beautiful? So the first division,
They did a
Oh,
film on
damn it.
Amazon to do the canon, but what they also did, which I bought because I'm an absolute sucker for video game shit, much. They did this beautiful orange book that told the story, but you had things like stuff would fall out of the book, so you had people's punched
Folks, I don't
New York Metro cards and
Strong
stuff
arm.
like it was so
If
good.
it does, we can talk
Yeah.
to it.
But anyway, I'm all shut up now.
Question
Family.
11.
Okay, 11.
In 1996, which man inspired the movie Wolf of Wall Street, produced a Christmas movie starring which WWF wrestler?
Triple H.
1996,
No.
still before Triple H.
No.
I have no idea. I was 3.
Hulk Hogan.
Yes, it was Hulk Hogan.
Hogan.
I was thinking it can't be any other wrestler because he's the only one who's mentioned to acting.
He also had his own TV series that involved a yellow speedboat.
Yeah, it was and there was another one where it was
something.
that sort of black
What
stealth
you
boat.
gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild?
Do you know what Cookie has done for me though? Has really reaffirmed they're pretty but doesn't know stuff.
Oh no!
That's him. Question 12. 2 animated shorts were produced before South Park became a series in the spirit of Christmas. Jesus fought Santa, but also fought which another character? Frosty the Snowman.
Sorry, I love my South Park.
Hmm.
Short of putting fucking Towley up, I was always going to get the answer, even then I'd get the answer.
Forget to bring a towel.
Now remember to take a towel whenever you get wet, or you might catch a cold.
Everyone does it.
Question 13. Which Scottish poet wrote Old Lang Syne?
I don't know.
Robbie
But I
Burns.
know.
Robert Burns.
Yeah, you
And
got that.
step 2.
Burns, mate.
Step 3. Like.
We got that one.
Two from Burns.
It's the
I
Burns.
got that
Burns.
one.
Oh yeah,
I got that
sorry,
one.
Burns. Yeah.
Robert
Yeah.
Burns.
Bobby
Burns.
Burns. It's a
Thank
good
you,
drink.
Jinx.
Bob
Thank you,
Burns.
Jinx and Team Scottish, but I also knew that one. Thank you.
Bob Burns.
I used to rib Max about that every year
Villains.
on Burns night.
We've only fucked 2 up so far. We're on 11 out of 13, baby.
Question
Doing well.
14. Doctor Who Christmas specials have run more years, over many years, and included even a rotating Death Machine Christmas tree.
Yep.
In a Christmas special, what was used by Doctor to pull a sleigh through a foggy sky? And the answer is a shark.
Oh, thank God! Whoever said that in chat. Was
A
that you?
fucking shark.
That was 2018,
Who
I
called me
think.
that one?
Mhm.
That was the weird one with the sleep chambers and the.
Time
You
travel,
were
which you
with
should,
this
that
point.
really fucks me up
How
on
would-
that
No,
one
it was
because
the
you
year
shouldn't be
before,
able
it
to
was
do what he did.
Oh,
There should be
No,
paradox all over the
2021.
fucking place because they talked about it
minus
before.
3
Thanks.
is 2018.
I must have watched it without you.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Question 15. What colour
Yep.
is traditionally associated with New Year celebrations in Brazil?
Yellow.
White. White. They wear white.
Yep.
They throw
How
white
do you know this
flowers.
It came up in another game that I played. In the same way that Americans don't wear white after Labor Day. It's one of those weird, stupid facts that I've stored in my head.
Mhm.
I hate quizzes.
Alex, next year, 10%
No,
more.
I just remember so many weird.
Put it down in your.
We've still only got 2 wrong though. We're doing really well.
I know, but quizzes.
In-
We're doing really well.
Question
We're doing really well.
16.
Oh,
Did
God,
you
I'm
do
telling
it
you.
again?
16.
Sorry.
Yep.
In northern Sweden, what has the habit of getting burned down during Christmas and even has bets placed on if it'll happen? And the answer
Is it
is
the 3?
the Gävle goat.
Gävlebocken.
Gävle
Oh,
bocken.
we did not get that.
It is
No.
a giant goat that they erect every year, and it almost gets burned down every
Cat?
time.
Giant
Everyone
cat?
makes an attempt
Give
to.
me a cat. I've got a giant
Sorry,
cat.
sorry, you're saying they build a giant goat and everybody tries to burn it down?
And they try to stop them, but it does happen.
Cat, in America, Labor Day is a day in, I think, July in America, where something is doing
tries to stop them.
with slaves or something, and you can't
Yeah.
wear white after Labor Day.
I
It
know,
was
Naboo, I know.
It started in 1969
Oh, did you
and it's
tell
been
me,
burnt
Black
down.
Goat?
We
and
we did not get that
38
question right in House
times.
Shiny.
38 times it has been
I thought
knocked
18
down
was
or burnt.
good.
Who
So
tries to burn it down and who tries to stop it?
This was
people
16.
do. People try. The Swedish
Government doesn't want
authorities
it to burn down.
don't want it burned down.
can we
It's
go step
dangerous to
5?
burn it down.
That'd be
Sorry,
hilarious.
Mum, I'm just.
We
Chat,
get
you
arrested if
said-
we try and
you
burn
said
down the
go for
Christmas tree in
18.
the town centre.
Nah.
That's what they do as well. I mean,
They
there
get
was a
arrested.
40-year-old man that got arrested
I
for it.
said go for 8. Oh, God.
Oh wow!
Well,
Bull,
this-
we should
It's
burn
not
down
like-
the Christmas tree.
It's not like every year we gather up in Gävle, build a fucking goat, and then the king comes and try and burn it down.
No.
It's not a Trojan
Right.
horse.
What's question 7?
Let's go on to 17. Yeah. Before we get off the Gävlebocken, we'll explain.
Get
that
it?
one.
Yeah, I mean, you
the
can.
goat, though, it's amazing.
17. Red Dwarf had an episode in which wax
Yes!
droids were at war
Yeah,
with each other.
This one, right? Yeah, we got this one.
Father Christmas was under the command of which crew member? And the answer is Arnold Rimmer.
Got that one, right? So that's.
Arnold
If I
J.
hadn't got
Rimmer.
that, I would have to rechange my name through default to not fancy. That's the reason to get unengaged right there.
See, chat, this is where I thought the 17 answer is this answer. That's where I thought you told me this was this answer.
Question
Look,
18.
we've got 14 out of 17. Don't fucking start.
Question 18. In 1974, Japan, a fast food chain created an ad campaign that sparked a meal tradition. Some restaurants now book months in advance. Which fast food chain has captured the Japanese palate? And the answer is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes!
No.
KFC is
Right,
now a
Yep,
Japanese.
they have whole things to
tradition.
KFC. You can buy the gravy in supermarkets. They have like
Yes,
whole
sorry,
KFC
chat, you got that one right.
emporiums.
I just- yeah,
It becomes like a whole thing where I'm
For Christmas dinner.
I'm well chuffed with myself because I
We've
remember
got 2
that.
questions left, and
I'm well fucking chuffed.
So fucked up.
So fucking chuffed.
Question 19. In the Bond movie The World Is Not Enough, former model Denise
That's
Richards played the character
monobrow
Christmas
bit.
Jones.
Yep.
But what was the character's profession? And the answer is nuclear physicist.
Yes.
Not paint sniffer.
No, she doesn't sniff paint. Well, it's kind of usually.
She does in Starship Troopers,
it's a hobby.
basically. Or, oh my god, no, the funniest film that Denise Richards is in, Valentine. So David Boreanaz, Angel of Buffy, got his own Valentine's theme hacker slasher horror film, and she's in a hot tub. Someone slides over the perspex top for the hot tub. She's underneath, like, and then they drill her to death. It's wonderful.
That's minor.
Penises.
It's all right.
So good.
I mean, I can't look at
so
Denise
good.
Richards the same way after I saw her in Playboy.
Oh, yeah.
And then I watched her recently in Hollywood Wives, the TV show.
She's
It
in
was on
something.
it was on the background, and I was like, "What? That's Denise Richards? Oh my god!"
What's happened to her?
I thought she married a Baldwin or something.
Has it gone very wrong, or has she had too much work done?
A lot of work done. I didn't really recognize her straight away.
Charlie Sheen.
I
It's okay.
Oh, it's
I know
Charlie
if you
Sheen.
did,
Oh my
we
god, Charlie
would've-
Sheen liked
don't
one of my
worry.
tweets
We'll
once.
get
I
the
love my
next
shit.
one.
Mm.
Don't you worry. I know we
Question
can do
20
this
and the
again.
final question. Which Disney character has a show that has been a Swedish Christmas tradition to air at 3 p.m.
Mom.
Christmas Eve since 1959? And the answer is Donald Duck.
Oh my god, we got it.
Kalle
No,
I
Anka.
got it wrong, and it was a duck question.
I
You
put
get an extra
Goofy.
point if you get Kalle Anka.
No,
You did.
to be
Yeah,
fair, we got three questions wrong. We did really well.
Well done.
Chat, this is our best quiz ever. We had 10 out of 20.
That's pretty
That's like
good
our best
considering.
ever. That's our best ever, guys.
Well done,
And-
guys.
That I didn't think was that easy, but you still managed to blast it. So I'm gonna have to make it harder. You're just gonna have to make me step it up a notch.
Bring it on, bitch. No, it's when my Spectrum brain started going through the whole plot of Gremlins, and I was like, no. His dad goes here. Where
We're
do
gonna
they
have to get
live?
Black Ops.
Oh,
Don't be tuned
here.
in for the next quiz if that's the case.
Do not worry.
Black Ops for the next quiz, you must be in a soundproof room with no distractions.
I'm
To
thinking.
be fair, I ran the last quiz, so I couldn't win it. Like,
Yeah. Couldn't win it. And that is the end of the quiz. There we go. Sorted. So let's just put in a. I don't know.
but
Oh, Helia!
Hello.
Helia! Came in just after the quiz.
the copyright thing.
We're here for the quiz. I would have won.
We didn't.
Damn
put
it!
it in
Helia
the
turned
chat.
up after the quiz.
I can make it very specific and make it only Dune.
We would still
Only
win
Nerf.
the fuck.
Only
I,
Dune.
I don't know. Me and Wee John must fight on sci-fi
And
and a
it will be
one-to-one.
just pure.
only
We could do
using-
face off for next time. Just you two together. Nothing but pure Dune questions
Oh, you'll
from the
lose.
book
Don't
series.
ruin my name.
I'll
You wanna
totally
go history
lose.
of the
Won't
Bene
ruin your name.
Gesserit?
Not ruin my name.
You want to do
You've
collapse?
got Johnny in your name.
Duck versus Wee John.
You want to
Dun,
do
dun, dun.
the extraterrestrial origins of the worms? We can do
Get
anything.
me Pokemon.
Oh, fucking game on, bitch.
We can go there. With the fact that the Bene Gesserit
Get me
had
Pokemon.
spice before spice existed. All that.
Oh,
So to end us off today, I wanted to ask anybody if they have any New Year's resolutions for next year.
I genuinely don't believe in New Year's resolutions because
Or
if you
any
need one day of
goals then. Resolutions mean...
Oh,
any
no,
goals for next year?
what I was going to say is if you need a day of the year to change your behaviour, goals though. Oh shit! I don't think we're going to get it in 2022, but I want to be halfway to partner.
I was
to
doing
partner.
lumps and go, we're doing dry January, and that's a fucking goal and a half.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
Fools. That's
Oh no,
don't do
no,
it.
no,
Opposite of that.
genuinely, we're both giving up alcohol in January. Like,
Oof.
yeah.
That's not going to be a fun
No.
cult TV
I'm
show
gonna-
as the next stream.
We're going to be streaming a lot because we can't fucking sleep.
Welcome to another 24-hour stream, 5 days in a row.
Improving back to back.
You joke. I streamed 15 hours in 24, so don't even. And that was this week because I've not been sleeping.
More
This is The Witcher. I blame Henry Cavill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Henry.
Yes.
What I wouldn't give to be in a you and Henry Cavill sandwich.
I just give me the bard.
That's a New Year's resolution right there.
Give me the bard. I'll play hide the loot with them.
Hide the loot with Jasky.
Hide
Yeah.
the loot.
Oh, dandelion is how it's translated, right? Ooh.
My only thing was his hair was a bit shit.
Yes,
It was awesome.
wasn't it?
It was
It
a bit. I was
was.
liking
really
the
good.
hair.
It was
Are
like
you jealous?
we have fault. No. I get where we John's coming from completely. It was like it was a wig. It was a badly plugged wig, and it was like X amount of time has passed since you were last seeing me, so my hair has grown this prescribed length.
So I must have
it
got a
was
shit
really
haircut.
shit.
My hair must be shit because I'm in
Whereas
Witcher.
his coat was amazingly bad.
Oh, his fucking-
Oh, that coat.
His
I
leather
want that coat.
jacket. Oh,
I'm just saying, if
And
somebody
I-
gives... That's why I like when he took his shirt off to wash it and he kept the coat, or put the coat back on.
yeah.
He's like,
But
the coat is in, fuck the shirt.
I fucking loved the scene with Yennefer though, when she barrels in as the drunk wife. Like,
That was
oh my-
awesome.
Like, no, I'm trying not to spoil her.
No,
But
no
she
spoilers
was
for
like-
people. Come on,
Well,
guys.
What'd you call this shit?
Like, oh
You
yeah,
can't-
I've got a greater newfound appreciation for Yennefer after season 2, and I loved her before, but I really fucking love her now.
Character development for her has been amazing. I love it.
Yes. Oh my god, completely. And I also really like how her character development has lent into like her makeup and her attire. Do you know what I mean? Like when we're in season 1 where she's all like
Sorry,
Alice.
spoilers.
No real spoilers, but season 1 where she's at the height of her power and she's got the painted on red lips and you're just like, just walk past me and fuck me. And then in season 2 she's looking more demure again because of a reason. Like it.
Right by fuck.
There was less
Oh.
boobs in season 2.
I disagree.
There was like even that scene where
That-
there was the things. There was
The whole
Like
thing
side
with the
boobs and
water,
things like that.
and she's
Not
wearing
full
that
on.
dress where she slips it over her arms and then off again.
Oh yeah,
Like, ow.
see, I want to get some kind of arm slippage thing going on with a t-shirt like that.
It's so good. Do you
Anyway,
know how you
back to
do arm
resolutions.
slippage, John?
Tell me, show us.
Woo.
Show
Alright.
us on the
Cookie,
screen.
Alright.
Cookie, do you
Don't
have
go
any
yet, if
resolutions?
No, what are you doing?
I'm doing it.
What's happening?
I'm doing it.
Happening?
I'm doing it.
No, why?
I'm doing it. John said, "Show me some."
Do that?
Special might get us.
Like no, like. In
Well, I mean, get started with streaming.
Get started with streaming. Great.
Yeah.
That is a decent goal, and that's achievable as well. So.
I'm
see,
putting my arm up my jumper.
Just FYI for Lettuce and Cookie, Tropical is saying there's a horde night right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
So
I'm dropping
that's- Then good thing I'm not dropping in right now. Then. So,
I'm dropping in. Fuck
It's
yeah,
a
man.
horde
I'm
night.
sure Tropical's got it under control.
it's on 7 days to die, so every 7 days is a massive horde.
Oh,
I didn't realize
Has it started yet, Tropical?
do you have to defend your base?
Yes, and it
No,
literally goes
well-
on for like
It goes
half
horribly
an
wrong,
hour solid of constant.
especially when we
attack.
John's on 20 bucks
If you
and is
don't
alive,
join
and
and
isn't he?
defend it, you just destroy everything. Precious.
They destroy everything if you
Yeah.
don't set up and
You're
prepare
You're
for
there
it.
or not, they just kill you.
Yeah.
Tropical's got this. Naboo, are you able to assist?
Oh God, come on.
If you're not
The
in
horde,
7
I
days to
agree.
die, if you're not
The horde
protected,
night's right.
you get
Basically being
destroyed.
Bridget Jones right now.
I've got it. It's really
I'm not getting Yennefer vibes. I'm sorry.
No, it's not doing it for me.
No, I'm definitely not getting Yennefer. I'm sorry.
You're getting Bridget Jones vibes, aren't you?
The vibes I'm getting are just nothing. just nothing based off.
No
which-
vibes.
I've got 2 goals for next year. One of them is to do another show other than this one of some sort. Still trying to decide
game
what it's
show.
going to be.
Squid Game.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I
Just-
win this Squid Game.
Just need to get 100 people in. No, so,
Hot tub quiz.
And I'm going to try and buy a house next year. I'm going to try and buy a place
nice,
and buy
wow.
a place, like get a mortgage and get full on adult. Full adult, like 100%.
I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it.
Ta-da!
No, that's not from Witcher. What Jennifer did. She didn't remove her bra from her Christmas jumper.
Shut up, John.
Which episode was that in?
The secret one.
Special.
The Christmas one.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
here's a very emotional, demanding scene. Let me just slip off my bra, my Christmas jumper, and fling it in your face.
John, did you not see the special Christmas edition of June, where the same thing happened where Paul Atreides does that with his still suit? And he takes off his still suit and throws it behind him, and there's a little dance in a G-string.
It's
Dear,
that's
feel
the,
the
and then it
moisture
gets
of my
worn by a
body.
pair of pants by Sting.
Fade.
He's only wearing so little because Arrakis is hot. And he's
Thank
very
you.
warm.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm loving where Sting comes out of like the steam shower and that outrageous codpiece, and then the Baron's just having an orgasm with the doctors.
Thank you. All right, I took round you all up.
Sweet fade.
Thank you, everybody, for participating in our final.
It's like, shut up!
final
I must
shut up,
contain
you,
it.
you nutters. Thank you very much, everybody, for
I
taking
will
part
kill
in the
you,
final
Fade.
2021 Fade stream.
I am the She-Jack babes.
And as
I
a
am the
final
She-Jack
reminder
babes. Ah.
So sorry.
that everyone have a good New Year and a good Christmas. From
And
from us
hey,
here.
if you're not having a great New Year and you're not having a great Christmas, find out what mental health charities are in your area. In the UK, there's a fuck ton. Also, and also if you use there's a hashtag on Twitter about being Christmas by yourself. You can find a bunch of other people who are also doing Christmas on their own, so you can all connect together.
And if you are considering donating to a charity, please consider charities such as Mind in the UK or MHA in the USA. And of course, look after yourself. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everyone. And that's let's end for tonight.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Oh, I've stopped my stream.
I am the She-Jack babes.